From the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana, welcome to Fighting Patriot Football via YouTube. From the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana, welcome to Fighting Patriots Football via YouTube on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. Today's broadcast is also being simulcast on CrushCitySports.com and WGSO 990 AM. We want to thank our good friend Ken Trahan for helping us promote Fighting Patriot Football. Today's broadcast will also be audio only. This year, John Curtis Christian School is celebrating 56 years of excellence and is continuing to build champions for life. Today's broadcast is also pregame is also sponsored by Proud Yogi's Bears, Walter and Bill Sanchez, class of 1977, and younger brother Chris Sanchez, class of 1980. Proud Yogi's Bears, proud sponsors of Fighting Patriot Football. Alongside fellow John Curtis Christian alums Danny Wimprine, I'm Kevin Fayard. Robbie Ucher will be producing today's broadcast, and we'll have Gordon Hebert on the sideline giving us live updates. Today, the John Curtis Christian Patriots take on the Catholic High Bears in the 2018 All-State Sugar Bowl Prep Classic Division I State Championship. The Patriots, champions of the Catholic League in District 9-5A, are the number 1 seed, and they have a record of 12 wins, 0 losses. The Bears, champions of District 5-5A, are the number 2 seed, and they have a record of 11 wins and 1 loss. Danny, as I bring in today's broadcast, good to see you. I always like spending December in the Superdome. We were here last year, and then we had a 2-year hiatus. But then for the previous 19 years, this was the home, away from home, so to speak, for the Patriots. I think, in joking at times, I say Coach JT would pay property tax.
That's right.
At 1500 Sugar Bowl Drive. But coming into today's championship game, the Patriots are looking to avenge last year's loss to this exact same Catholic High Bear team. They have that feeling, when you lose, it wasn't a good feeling. They want to use that as the fuel to be a better and more complete team. And to be honest with you, in my opinion, Danny, I think in the previous 12 games this year, I think they've proven to do so.
You're exactly right, Kevin. Good to be back up here with you today. And it just doesn't feel like December without being in the Superdome. And thank goodness our guys have worked. And just like you mentioned before, Kevin, I think this team, what we're proud of being up here as former alums, is that we've gotten better and better each and every week. And I think they're going to build on that tonight. But a great opportunity to face Catholic once again. Like you said, they defeated us last year in the state championship. We hadn't been in the Dome for a few years. It was a little bit of a drought. Catholic was here 3 years ago. They were here again last year. And then, of course, they're here again this year. So I think the biggest thing for these kids, Kevin, is nothing is going to be too big for them. I liked seeing that yesterday when Jeff Curtis walked in with his son Jackson, and he looked up into the lights of the Superdome and said, wow, look at this. And for any kid, and I want to keep that clear, is that we're still talking about kids here. Just because you're playing high school football from 14 to 18 years old, 18 years of age, doesn't mean that this cannot be bigger than you. You walk in, you see these lights, you understand colleges play here, New Orleans Saints play here. Don't allow this game to be bigger than what you've done all year, what the coaches have taught you all year. Do the things that you've been doing all season, and I think the Patriots have done that. We're going to, of course, we're going to call a little bit of a biased broadcast. We're going to call it like we see it, and of course, we're going to be honest and give credit where credit's due on both sides. But just understanding where we are, and as former alums of the Patriots, we understand the work that's been put in. The hay's in the barn. It's time to go to work. No better place to do it in Louisiana, Mercedes-Benz Superdome. It's a great opportunity. We don't take it for granted being here each and every December or when we make it. But it's a great opportunity and experience for these kids as young men to be understand that this is a huge highlight to their life. It's not the biggest thing, but it's a big deal when you're that age. And, of course, we're really lucky and happy to be here again.
When you lose a state championship, unfortunately for last year's seniors, that's their last memory. The seniors this year, they were juniors last year, obviously. Colin was a sophomore starting, and they use that to fuel to get back here. And you could just see their determination, more focus in the film work, just a little bit more sense of purpose and pride in what they do on a daily basis. And it's kind of nice to watch that maturation process throughout the year. But you don't always get a second chance versus a team that knocked you off. So, look, it would have been nice to play Rommel or whoever we'd have played in the state championship game. But to get the opportunity to play Catholic again, who's a worthy opponent, very good, solid ball club in all 3 phases of the ball game. Last year's game was an exciting game. Though we lost, it was fun to call. I think by beating Catholic, if we could beat Catholic today, these seniors would probably feel, like a sense of accomplishment. That's a team that knocked us out, and we came back this year and took care of business.
Well, here's the thing. What type of legacy do you want to leave on the field? What type of legacy do you want to leave as being a senior and going out as a champion? We've all been there. I was fortunate enough to win 4 state championships in a row. But if I would have lost my senior year, what a big blow and what a big deal. So, you want to finish as a champion. These guys have put in a heck of a lot of work. You got to talk about the Catholic Bears a little bit. Coach Gabe Fertitta, he's done a great job with them. They've focused all year. They've played some great competition. When you're talking about the state of Louisiana, Kevin, you're talking about a top 5 state to me in terms of high school football. Got some great collective competition this weekend. Started Thursday, runs all the way until tonight, but some great high school football. And it really doesn't get any better than Catholic matching up with John Curtis again in the Division I 5A state championship. This is the select team, the LHSAA doing what they do. We can only play in what they ask us to play in, and here we go, matching up with Catholic once again. It's going to be a heck of a matchup, a lot of exciting football to come, and we're about 7 minutes away, but it's going to be an awesome matchup for us today. And Kevin, like we mentioned, these guys have been putting in the work all season long, all year long. What type of legacy do you want to leave on the stamp of the Patriots? But do not let the game be bigger than you.
Catholic leads the all-time series, having won the only meeting last year here in the state championship by the score of 20-14. So obviously the Patriots with a win will even up that series. And I was talking to some of the Catholic coaches before. I grew up with one of them, played against him, and he married a classmate of mine, Debbie Dietz, his coach Held, who coaches special teams and does a great job with him. And I was just saying, man, now that Evangel's moving up into 4A, or down to 4A, excuse me, we've developed over the years a good playoff rivalry. I said I would like to see the Patriots and Catholic develop that kind of playoff rivalry from this point forward. And preferably here in the Superdome. He's like, man, we can meet you guys in the Superdome every year. That'd be awesome. So, well, this is year 2. Let's keep doing it every year. But let's talk about how the teams got here. First, the Catholic Bears, just like the Patriots, they had a bye. Then they defeated St. Augustine 42-19, and then in the semifinals in the rain, they beat Rummel Raiders 13-10. The Patriots got here after having a bye week. They defeated Jesuit 27-13, and Evangel in the semifinals 56-34. Interesting enough, there was a few common opponents, 3 to be exact. Broadmoor, who we played in week 3. The Catholic Bears beat them the week before we played them, 34-21. The Patriots beat I'll say Broadmoor, Parkview Baptist. I'm sorry, I had the wrong score. Parkview Baptist. The Patriots won that game 21-0. And then, of course, the 2 playoff teams that Catholic played, St. Aug and Rummel, the Patriots defeated St. Aug 58-22. And Rummel 44-21. And, of course, Danny, as you know, that's just fun for you and I and all the fans that are here, kind of opponents, because really, what does that mean in today's ball game?
Absolutely
nothing. That's right.
That's right. You got to take the field, and you have to be persistent in your goal. These coaches have coached them all year, and they have a special frame of mind today with the state championship rocking and rolling. So it is a perfect opportunity, like I mentioned before. Louisiana high school football does not get any better than the Catholic Bears taking on the John Curtis Patriots, and it is a great matchup for today. The fans have obviously showed up in support. Catholic only has to travel about an hour and 15 minutes or so to be able to get here. John Curtis Patriots, about 20 minutes, and then we're here to downtown to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. So great atmosphere to play some high school football. Really doesn't get any better. And what a great opportunity for Coach JT to be here again.
Yeah, we're about to toss you guys, listen to us on 990.87 Crescent City Sports to commercial. So this is John Curtis Football, JohnCurtisPatriots.com and WGSO 990 AM. For those listening to us on JohnCurtisPatriots.com, you just stay with us. We're going to do our normal business, but we'll let Ken's group pay the bills. He got to pay some advertisers, so we'll be tossing his group in and out throughout the ball game. In the meantime, the Patriots are making their 37th appearance in the state championship game. The Patriots are 26-10 and looking to win state title number 27. The Bears are making their 4th overall appearance in the state championship, and they're looking to win state title number 3. But, Danny, they are here for the 3rd time in the last 4 years, and it's rare where an opponent against Curtis in the state championship has more state championship game experience than the Patriots do.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Kevin, because this is a place that we've been for a long time. We take a lot of pride in being here every December, and we focus on that. It's not a far-fetched statement to say that if we don't win a state championship, it's a disappointing season, because it is. This is what we work so hard each and every year for. So to be back again is a great opportunity for us, and we look forward to it today. I tell you what, the expectation and then the nerves come, and then all of a sudden you're here. It feels like it takes forever to get here. Finally, once it's here, you snap your finger, and it came really quick. So we're looking forward to it. I know we are. That was a great pep rally we had the other day. You and I, Kevin, spoke about his 88 team as being his 30th anniversary of
getting old.
The 88 team, and being able to play in the state championship and win and do a great job there. So just a lot of tradition, with these 2 ball clubs, and of course John Curtis. You can't talk about the state of Louisiana without mentioning Big JC. So just a great matchup, man. We're looking forward to it. I think unfortunately, we really can't see our fans, Kevin. We're kind of high in the sky up here, and what are we, 644?
Yeah, we can't get any higher.
And couldn't get any higher, but it's nice. We got a perfect view of the field right at about the goal line on the left side and on our sideline. So, but we can't see our fans, but we know they all showed up because they've been in great support this year for us so far.
And the Catholic Bears have taken the field there in their traditional black helmets with their road white jerseys and white pants. The Patriots are in their traditional white helmet with the JC that we just put on for Veterans Day with the American flag through the JC. The new special jersey, which we'll talk about later in the game, and blue pants. Yeah, so red jersey, blue pants, white helmets. And in a second, the underclassmen will line up with the cheerleaders for the tunnel, and the seniors will have their last run through it. After that happens, we're going to try to capture that with Gordon Hebert and Coach down below. And after that, we'll let Danny kind of explain that. But that's a unique tradition for us. And then really only 37 Patriot football teams have had the opportunity to do so, and that's awesome.
And here it comes. Coach JT is going to call the guys up. Jeff Curtis is letting the kids know where they're supposed to be. And of course, it's a big moment for these seniors to be able to talk to Coach JT one last time. And and I'll be honest with you, Kevin, it gets pretty emotional, to be with Coach one last time. And
let's go. Hey, remember, this is your time. Let it hang out. Let's go get them.
And here come the seniors. The 2018 Fighting Patriots of John Curtis Christian School. And Danny, I just have a just warm feeling and goosebumps just hit me. I just went back 30 years ago when I did that. That was so awesome.
You're right. And Coach JT, basically, we didn't get the beginning of it, but JT said, look, this is your time. Let it all hang out. Play your game. Go get after it. Play just as your coach should do. You guys do a great job. And let's, and the bottom line is, Kevin, let's play Patriot football. Do what you're coached to do. And for those of you who don't know, what we usually do is the seniors run through. They take the field. Basically, they're all captains. But on today's game, of course, we had one senior,
Levon Williams, that was not able to be with us this year because he tore his knee up early in the season. He's a 6'3", 190-pound senior. He played tight end. Of course, he could play wide receiver as well. But he is our captain. He took the field for the seniors and was able to go out for the coin toss. Did you see who won? Yeah, I did. Catholic elected to defer to the second half. The Patriot offense will get the ball first. Catholic will be kicking off right to left. So, again, if you're just joining us on JohnCurtisPatriots.com, this game, the broadcast will be simulcast on CrescentCitySports.com and actually on WGSO 990 AM. This will be audio only for you guys on the website. So don't send us any text going, hey, what happened to my video? Nothing wrong with it.
Yep.
But I do want to say this. If you listen to us on the live broadcast, feel free to text us to area code 504-259-7690. Again, it's 504-259-7690. And if you listen to us on 990, 870, just go ahead and send us a text. Let us know you listen. We want to give Ken and his group credit, and we appreciate him for helping to support Fighting Patriot football. Real quick, Coach JT's record coming into today's ball game is 581 wins, 64 losses, and 6 ties. His 37th state championship appearance.
Nothing wrong with that, Kevin. It's always a pleasure when you hear Coach JT's record and everything come across the board, that you understand that we were a little bit a part of that. And that's why we do our broadcast up here today. Being able to do this for 8 years solid has been a great opportunity for Kevin and I to stay involved in the program, stay involved as some of our better friends and coaches and the family and the school, and a little bit of giving back and, reaching out to people. So it's a great opportunity for us to do this each and every year. It's been 8 strong so far, and I tell you what, Kevin, walking in the Superdome, it never gets old.
No. I'm going to apologize to the Yogi's Bears. That's our offensive linemen. I didn't really do a good job this year recognizing them, though we talked about them throughout the games, but just as a group. We're going to do a better job today. I got their names here, and, of course, Danny's we get big plays. Let's identify them. But let me just recognize these guys. Starting at left tackle, Rudolph Bolds. The left guard, John Drake. At center, Joe Dalfrez. Right guard is Preston Guidry, and the right tackle is Robert Pizzolatto. And, Danny, we can't speak highly enough about these guys and the job that they've done, and one, to stay injury-free, but to put up the points that they've done this year. The skill guys like you and I get the credit. They don't, and I want to do that right now.
Well, here's the bottom line, Kevin. You don't win games without winning the battles up front. You got to win the battles up front. You got to do what you have to do each and every game. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to open up the holes for the running back, allow them to throw the ball open. And look, and us being a triple option, a lot of people don't realize this is a triple threat. You have a quarterback, a dive back, and a pitch back. those offensive linemen also have to be, as well as technical, they have to be very intelligent. They have to know the offense. They have to understand it. They've done a great job this year. So hats off to those Yogi's Bears guys up front. Couldn't do anything without winning the job, doing the job in the trenches first.
You want to run down real quick the 3 phases of the ball game and keys to victory?
Well, let's put it this way. The most solid group this year that I can see has been our defensive front. Let's start defense first. We've got some serious guys up front that are able to do the job and get the job done each and every week. A lot of them cannot be blocked one-on-one. They just can't. You can't block them one-on-one, so guys are forced to be able to max protect when they pass the ball, and most of the time we're able to get to them. The best defense sometimes is a great defensive front, and that helps the secondary be able to do their job. Got some great leadership back there as well. Donald Clay, Brendan Clofer, those guys, seniors, doing a great job on the back end, doing their job each and every week. And it's been a lot of fun watching them. Barfield and Jane, they have gotten so much better this year, and it's a pleasure to call their games. They have done an unbelievable job for us as well. So defensively, Kevin, you and I feel really solid and good about this group. The biggest thing I think from last year to this year is the speed on the defense. We had some good, tough seniors last year, but I think this year these guys really run after the football and they tackle by committee like you and I talk about all the time. Offensively, you can't really get too far if you don't believe and trust in your quarterback. Colin Guggenheim, a junior QB, best quarterback Curtis has had in a very, very long time. He's very capable. He runs very physical and does a great job for us. And, of course, he plays with intelligent effort. He's very smart, knows our offense, runs through it very well, and he knows where to put our offense in position to be successful. That is such a big job as a Curtis quarterback, to know the offense and to run it the right way. As you hear Miss Lydia Curtis singing the national anthem in the background, once again, we appreciate that. But we already talked about the offensive line. Those guys can't do it without them. They've done a great job all year. And, of course, the receivers, the running backs. The biggest thing, Kevin, is we have some depth this year. We're able to run guys in all the way from freshmen all the way to seniors to go in there and contribute in the backfield and at the wide receiver position. Great job. Special teams, you and I, we love special teams. We love to be able to make a big play. In a game like this, big-time plays come in special teams, and they pay huge dividends. It's imperative that we shore things up on kickoff team this year. This game, we kick it through the end zone, let the team start on the 20, because the march at 80 yards against our defense is going to be a tough battle. So we got to win the special teams battle. And then, of course, in games like this, Kevin, precious points. When you can kick field goals, when you can make extra points, you got to do it. And then, of course, you always got to talk about the negatives or things that can happen. You cannot have silly penalties, and you cannot have turnovers. Big games like this, precious points, can't have silly penalties, can't have turnovers. Do your job. Do exactly what your coach should do. And if that happens, Patriots are going to be successful.
I agree. The first texter of the day gives us a shout-out and says, you played John Curtis football when 25 years later you hear the pregame and you still get the chills.
No doubt about
says,
it.
Go get it, number 27, man. I totally agree with that. And
well, just listen to what you said. Number 27. How many schools have an opportunity to say something like that?
Yeah.
27 state championships.
37 overall appearances.
What a great
opportunity. We've lost 10. Some people have even participated in. I want to give a shout out to the Betherns that listen to us from St. Francisville. We appreciate that. Of course, all you guys who listen throughout the year in Texas, we enjoyed that interaction. And again, I know it's all audio only, but just do it. Anyway, that'll make today's broadcast better. Go ahead.
Rodney Beloso reaching out to us all the way from California, so we appreciate that.
Nice.
He and the Beloso family, we appreciate them listening all year. But, man, this has been an awesome year where I think, and let's just call it how we see it, this is real Patriots football.
Yeah.
These kids are playing some ball, and like we said, they're getting better each and every week. And if we can capitalize on that and continue to improve on that, if we get better today, we're going to be unstoppable. So let's go back to work the Patriots way, the way we know how to do it. And tell you what, just being back up here in the Superdome is an awesome feeling, man.
So awesome.
Even if you're calling the games, if you're coaching, if you're a fan, if you're on the dance line, the cheerleaders, the band, football team, it doesn't matter. This is an awesome place to be on a Saturday afternoon to play some football.
Yep. Again, we welcome you to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is the Division I state championship between the John Curtis Christian Patriots and the Catholic High Bears. And we're on JohnCurtisPatriots.com via YouTube. And also simulcast on CrescentCitySports.com and WGSO 990 AM. So if you get a chance, feel free to text us 504-259-7690. When you do text us, give us your name and your location so that we can give you a shout out. We don't have caller ID on the text, but Yeah, for all those who are watching on YouTube, we can see some text messages. It's audio only.
Yep.
Due to contractual obligations, the LHSA has partnered up with the company, and they have all the rights. So we're just a radio broadcast today. So sit back and enjoy and relax it. And Danny and I will do the best we can to bring you the action.
That's it, baby. Live action coming to you strong. Outside, Kevin, it's 46 to 69 degrees out there, and it is a sloppy, rainy day. But inside the Superdome, we're high and dry, about 75 degrees, feeling good. So no better place to be here on a Saturday afternoon to watch Louisiana's best. That's John Curtis versus Catholic. You're listening to us live on John Curtis, Patriots.com, and WGSO 990 AM.
Yep, the Patriots will get the ball first. We'll be going left to right. And Danny, they got a kicker that is really good. He's not the same guy from last year, but he's equal as good as Cole Kasanov. And unless he hits it, I think he'll get in the end zone. But I was talking to coaches before the game, what can we expect on special teams? And they said, you know what, if they kick it in the field, we like a right return. So I'm like, let's do it.
Let's go to work.
Yep.
And we got to do what we got to do today, Kevin. Special teams, we got to come in big, come in strong. We got to do what we got to do to be successful. And I'll tell you, we've always said this. It doesn't matter if you start on offense. Doesn't matter if you start on defense. If you're on special teams and you're a starter for the Patriots. So this is where it all starts. Set the tempo here on the kickoff return. Put that thing in the end zone or get our offense some great field position to go to work.
Yep, the D3 halfbacks for the Patriots far side is be Mekhi Smith. The deep back will be Corey Wren. Near side is Shane Goins. Kazanov is teeing it up at the 40-yard line to our right. We are seconds away from the opening kickoff, and Danny, I anticipate this to be a very exciting ball game like it was last year.
Woo, I know we're pumped up. Another shout-out from former Patriot Barrett Guthrie out in Texas, saying he loves listening to us, so we appreciate that. All the former alums, and, of course, if you're a Catholic Bear, don't be shy. Shout out to us. Give us a text message and let us know where you're listening from. But I tell you what, it's a good packed house here for the Patriots and the Bears on this Division I 5A matchup. We're about to go to work.
Well, last 45 minutes of the year. Let's go get it, Patriots. Kasanov addresses the ball. Kicks it deep. Wren is going to field it from the 2. He's to the 10, has a right return, and he's going to get to the 15 and tripped up at the 17, 18-yard line, and that's where the Patriots will put it in first and play.
Good job of Catholic getting down there, Kevin, staying in the lanes. We could see it very well from up top here in the Superdome, and they did a good job of just pursuing, getting down the field. We missed a block here on the outside. We get that guy. I think we go for a long way, but a good job of them sealing it. Actually, they're going to set it about the 19-yard line. It's going to be first and 10 Patriots, while our junior quarterback, Colin Guggenheim, gets in the huddle to bark out the signals.
Yep, ball on the right hash mark.
Welcomes you to the 2018 All-State Sugar Bowl Front Class represented by the New Orleans Saints.
Wren and Smith are the halfbacks, twins receivers to the left, which is the top of the field. Guggenheim looks like he's checking off. We'll do power play far side. Mekhi Smith crosses the 20 and he's to the 24-yard line, gain of 5. So Danny got like that on first down, getting 5 yards.
Well, I tell you what, they almost had like they had a fewer guys in the box than I really thought starting the game, Kevin. It looked like they walked the linebacker out closer to the twin side, almost like a 4-2 set inside. A corner back here to the singles receiver side, and almost 3-over-2 to the top of the field with a safety, of course, a little bit deeper, probably playing about 10 yards deep from that box.
Same formation, twins to the top of the field. Guggenheim comes to the right this time. He's going to keep it. He ducks it. He's to the 30. Fighting hard near the 34-yard line, 35. Then he's going to say the 36.
Number 14.
That's what we like so much about Colin, is not only knowing the offense, making the right calls, but running so physical. It looks like we're going to go to our hurry-up offense here.
That was a gain of 12 on the play. They'll keep the ball in the near hash mark. Go to a normal split to the left and split to the right. We'll go to the left. Guggenheim keeps it. He's around the corner. He's at a 45. Should be the 43-yard line. So I'll tell you what, the Patriots are moving it very nicely. I want to give a shout out to Josh and Jordan in Denver Airport when they're on their way back from skiing. Good news, hey, no broken bones. But they say go Patriots. Give a shout out to my mom and dad, Lionel and Sufeo in Plano. We appreciate you for listening. Patriots back to the line of scrimmage, come near side. Guggenheim keeps it again, and he's going to fight hard to the 49-yard line, and he might have the first down.
Good job. Quarterback is running the ball a lot of times, a lot more often than you would normally see in the beginning of the ball game, but he obviously sees something he likes to be able to carry it And the Bears are playing very tough and physical out front. That's one thing, Kevin, that you're going to be able to see this matchup today is the fronts. The Bears and the Patriots are going to go tit for tat up front all day long. Both fronts are very physical on both sides of the ball for each team.
It is 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. Guggenheim hands it off to Shane Goins. He crosses the center, and he gets into Bear territory to the 49, gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. A few more shout-outs here. Give a shout-out to Malcolm Ogeron listening to us. We appreciate you. Joey Gusson, number 13, class of 1979, checking in from Oregon. We appreciate you. He's been a loyal listener this year as well.
Of course, the receivers are running the plays in from Coach JT and Jeff Curtis. And we're breaking the huddle. Ready to go.
Yep. Twins to the left, split near side. One running back. Guggenheim, 3-step drop, fakes it. He's going to keep it. And he's going to get to the 44, 43-yard line. Danny, looked like he tried to hit that hitch pass.
To be quite honest, Kevin, I don't think we stepped to the block. It looked like our guys stepped down.
Well, here's what actually happened. I was talking to Colin about before the game, and he said he anticipates them through film study to jump it with the defensive end. The end jumped up. Colin didn't throw it. He ducked it and kept it himself. That's why he ran it.
We got to do a better job of getting his hands down.
Yep, ball at the 43-yard line of the Bears. 3rd down and 1. 2 tight ends split near side. Ball right in the middle of the field. Guggenheim comes to the right, hands it off to Chauncey Crum. He has the 1st down and a few extra yards to the 37-yard line.
Kevin, number 4, Chauncey Crum has really been our bruiser back this year. He's a junior, and I tell you what, anytime he gets the ball, it's almost impossible to stop him and keep him from getting 1 yard at least. He's a very physical guy, very strong, and did a good job of getting us a first.
Give a shout-out to a fellow member of the number 22 family tree, Jonathan Wells up in Cleveland, Ohio. Appreciate you. 2 tight ends split to the left. Ball to 37. Guggenheim comes to the right. He keeps it. He's going to get hit hard, but he falls forward to the 34-yard line, gain of 3.
I tell you what, they do not have as many guys in the box that I would have imagined starting this game. They have some linebackers or corners that are, of course, the corner to the top. They're walked out, but they've done a good job of fitting on the edge and coming from outside in. But I tell you what, they better be careful because the play-action pass is going to be coming sometime if they continue to show up and run support that helpful.
2nd and 7 with 8 minutes to go in the quarter. This is the opening drive. 2 tight ends split out to the left. Guggenheim checking off. Wren and Smith are the halfbacks. We go to the left. Guggenheim keeps it, goes around the corner. He's to the 30-25 and tackles the 24-yard line and has a 1st down.
Great job, Colin.
Gain of 10.
Good job of running all offense so far this drive, Kevin. We have that triple option threat. Give the ball, keep the ball, pitch the ball, and so far the quarterback has run the ball very efficiently on this drive, putting 2 hands on it, protecting it, and we're going to work with another 1st down.
Yep, Twins to the near side, which is the right side of the formation. The ball just to the right of midfield. The middle of the field, excuse me, is the better way to describe that. Guggenheim is checking off. Power play near side. And we're going to get it near the 20-yard line. That's Chauncey Crum, and Danny, he's a load.
I'm telling you, he's running very physical. He always has been. You know, Chauncey was one of those guys that got off the bus as an 8th grader, and we said, oh, look at that big senior. Well, he was only in 8th grade, and he's looked like that ever since. So like I said, he's a bruiser back. Good job, and he also does a great job in pass protection as well as being a lead blocker for his other running backs. And we're going to look forward to watching him again next year. But a good job so far for the Patriots.
Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. 6:53 to go in the quarter. Patriots driving. Ball at the Bear 20. Power play over the center. It's going to be Smith. He's to the 10. He's to the 5. Good block.
Yes, sir. Great job outside at the perimeter making a block. Stalk block outside. Sprung him for the touchdown.
6:41 to go in the first. The Patriots strike first. They lead the Bears 6-0 on a 20-yard touchdown run by Mekhi Smith.
And I tell you what, Kevin, great job right there by the Patriots, just getting it into the end zone, exactly what we needed to start this football game. Very efficient drive, did a great job up front blocking, and Mekhi Smith did a great job of sliding to the right, continuing to find his blocks, making it happen, and getting it in for the 6. Great job.
Patriots line up for the PAT. McCready to kick it. Guggenheim to hold. And there's a flag in the play.
Flag. No flag.
Well, you know as well as I do, flags on extra points don't mean that much. But sometimes, Kevin, it gives you the opportunity, if it's on the defense, to maybe go for 2 if you get a little bit tighter. This early in the ballgame, of course, we're not going to do that. We're just going to line it up and kick it. But a great job on this opening drive, Kevin, of efficiency by the Patriots. Big guys up front, pushing them, quarterback making the proper reads and getting the ball in the end zone. Great job.
Snap, place, kick is up. And it's good. So the Patriots lead the Bears 7-0. For you guys listening, this is John Curtis Patriots football on WGSO 990 AM and at johncurtispatriots.com. Back in a moment.
81 yards.
Woo! And, of course, if you're with us here on johncurtispatriots.com, we appreciate the opportunity to do that. Each and every year we wouldn't be able to do it without our sponsors. Want to give thank you to our first for that scoring drive. Thank you to Jeff Arsmith, of course, and his lovely wife, Lisa, with Moe's Pizza. They're located at 1112 Avenue H in West Wego. Give them a call, 341-9650. They specialize in homemade hand-tossed pizzas, lasagnas, meatballs, and spaghetti, and muffaladas. Visit the website to see everything that they do at www.moespizzanola.com. 341-9650. Jeff, couldn't do it without you, buddy. We appreciate your support of the Patriots.
Danny, that was an 11-play drive, went 81 yards in distance, 4:13 off the clock, and it was just very methodical. 10, 12, 13, 2, 4. Mekhi Smith with a 20-yard field goal, touchdown run with McCready PAT.
Well, you talked about in pregame, efficiency as an offense. Control the football. Don't give it back to them on their offense. And, of course, run some time off the clock. We did a great job on that drive, controlling the football, mixing up the plays, mixing up the formations, 1 back set, 2 tight ends, twins to one side, twins with a split on the back, doing a lot of different things to show the Bears that they have to be ready for offensively. They went from a 4-2. They brought another guy to the party. They ended up bringing a 5th guy down on the line of scrimmage. So they're going to change their formations depending on what we do. But a great job on that initial drive, Kevin, to do what we had to do to be successful to get 7 points on the board.
We want to welcome you guys back. Listen to us on WGSO 990 AM and CrescentCitySports.com. The John Curtis Christian Patriots lead the Catholic Bears 7-0. Went on an 81-yard drive in the opening drive of the game, and Danny, you can't ask more than that.
No doubt about it, Kevin. This is the chess match. It's starting early. Coach Gabe Fertitta and their defense against Coach JT and Jeff on our offense. We won that battle so far. Patriots are on top 7-0. Very efficient drive right there for the Patriots. Changing up some different looks, running it right at them. Didn't really have to throw the ball. And, hey, more to come.
Morgan and Parker are deep for the Bears. McCready to kick it off. High kick. Morgan from the 1. They have our left return. He's to the 10. And he's tripped up
Yes,
at 15.
sir.
Great job.
That's little Brennan.
Brendan Wilcox got him.
Good job.
Great tackle there.
Hey, I tell you what, good job, Brennan. It's nice to see him back out there, Kevin. He's been kind of shaken up a little bit here late in the season. That's Brendan Wilcox. He's a senior, undersized, 5'9", 165. But he don't care about that. He's all heart right there on the kickoff team, getting down there and making a big play.
I want to give a shout out to Miss Betty and Mr. Vernon Walker. Listen to us out in Phoenix, Arizona. And, of course, Walt Chanchez, he's in Lake Charles. He's got us synced up on the TV broadcast. Appreciate you, Walt. 1st and 10, Bears actually from the 14-yard line. They'll have a shotgun formation. They hand it off to the running back right up the middle. He crosses the 20, and Barfield tackles him after a short gain. I believe that's Parker on the handoff.
And I'll tell you, Kevin, even from last year, I think their offensive line got better this year. They're big, strong, they're physical, and they're going to try to run the ball right at us as well. They're going to show us a lot of different formations, a lot of different motions, and we have to be able to adjust to it defensively.
It is. Twins to the left, twins to the right. They'll send the receiver motion near side. Cortez takes the pass on center, rolls near side. He's in trouble. And he got hit.
Sir. Woo!
He stepped back into the pocket and ran into the sack. Valentine got him.
Yep, Valentine from the backside. Whew, I tell you what, let me give you Valentine's measurables real quick, how they read in the program here. Joshua Valentine's about 6'1", 205. I actually think he's a little thicker and bigger than that this year. But I tell you what, like I said before, biggest thing for the Patriots, he can run. He gets after the football.
3rd and 9 at the 15-yard line. Twins receivers to the right. They'll stay in the shotgun formation. Cortez takes the pass from center, looks to his right, fires it out, and it's going to be intercepted at the 29-yard line. He's going back to the 20 and going to be flushed out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
That's Dante Thomas.
great. He threw it right to him.
Ooh, Kevin, honestly, I don't know if that was miscommunication offensively, but he looked like he wound up, and it took him a little bit to get rid of the football, and then he just kind of laid out there right to Thomas. And I wasn't sure if that was miscommunication, but he just kind of laid it right out, threw it over the top of his receiver, number 17, and a couple good job right there by some of our defensive back picking up some nice blocks along the way.
At the 14-yard line.
Early momentum Patriots, just like we like to see it. And if you're just picking us up, we got 5:20 left here in the first quarter. John Curtis scored on their opening drive, and we just got a pick for a nice return, ball to about the 14-yard line. So we appreciate you guys listening here to us on WGSO 990 as well as JohnCurtisPatriots.com. Whew, and we got to take a deep breath, Kevin. It's been exciting so far for the Patriots.
But as you know, in title fights, title games like this, the first quarter sometimes, it doesn't matter if you're Catholic, weather the storm.
That's right.
The game's going to slow down and everybody's going to calm down. But if you're a Patriot, let's pile on if we can.
That's it.
Ball's on the left hash mark. Wren and Smith are the halfbacks. Split to the right, split to the left. We'll come to the right. Guggenheim keeps it. He ducks it and he's to the 10-yard line. Second down and 6.
Great job right there. A little bit of extracurricular activity down there by a couple of linemen and our offensive linemen and a couple of their guys. But, Kevin, you're exactly right. Remember last week, Evangel jumped out on top 14-0 against the Patriots. Patriots said, no more. Came back and basically thumped them for the rest of the game. That put them here in the Superdome. So, like you said, you got to weather the storm, do what you got to do. But for the Patriots right here, you got to get 6.
We'll come to the right. Guggenheim keeps it again, pitches it to, it's Corey Wren, turns the corner, and he's going to score!
Yes, sir! Get in there! Yes! Great job.
4:40 to go in the quarter. The Patriots extend the lead, 13-0. PAT pinning on Corey Wren's 10-yard touchdown.
Great job of Colin Guggenheim taking what the defense gives him. He has been giving the ball, pulling the ball, running the ball. And on that play, the defender tried to come in, tried to play both. He did a good job of attacking, kicking the ball out for the pitch. And then, of course, we did a good job stalk blocking on the outside as well. Corey Wren did a great job using his speed and getting into the end zone. Couldn't ask anything more right now, Kevin. Patriots on top 13-0, awaiting the extra point. A great job by the defense getting us the ball back.
Snap, place, kick is up. And it was good. So with 4:40 to go in the first quarter, it's the Patriots 14, the Bears 0.
Great job, Kevin, that's team football.
Yes.
That's how you got to say it. That's team football. Great job of the defense doing what they need to do to get the offense the ball back. And what does the offense do? Punches them right back in the mouth, puts the ball in the end zone. Patriots are on top 14-0. That's John Curtis football. That's the way we like to do it. Great job right there.
Well, after the big turnover for the Patriots on a short field, 2 plays, 14 yards, 40 seconds off the clock. Corey Wren with a 10-yard touchdown run. And McCready added a PAT. And that's, like you said, Patriots 14, Bears 0.
Well, here's the deal, too. Dante Thomas is a guy that's a junior. He's had some valuable playing time this year. We talk about the depth of this team at a lot of certain points during this year. We've had a couple guys hurt. Span was out for a little bit of time. Guys stepped up. But we have a lot of depth this year, guys that are able to go in there and contribute. So we've seen Dante Thomas in there a lot, and a lot of other times we haven't seen him because a lot of those older guys were healthy and they stepped up. And guess what? When we needed him, he was there. And obviously the quarterback felt a little bit of that pressure, probably threw it a little sooner than he wanted. You got to hand it to our defensive front, get the ball back, offense punches it in.
Let me ask you this. You were the second Patriot quarterback to start 3 state championship games. When you won as a sophomore or junior, maybe the sophomore coming junior year, to defend, if you will, that title, the first drive or 2, were you nervous, more nervous the second time around than the first time? I'm just asking if Cortez, since he won last year, does he feel the pressure to have to do it again?
I don't think so, Kevin. I think it's business as usual as any game. You got a little bit of those butterflies, some of that anxiety, a little bit of that adrenaline running. And a lot of times coaches will help a quarterback out on the first couple of drives. Sometimes you'll see early in a game, coach takes a shot deep just to kind of get his quarterback to settle down, or he throws some screen passes, hands the ball off a few times, just to kind of get some of the emotion down. They didn't do that. They threw a pick, and here they go.
Creedy's kick goes to the 7-yard line. 15-20, middle return, and he's going to be tackled at the 21-yard line.
That one came off his foot a little funky, kind of knuckleballed out there. Good job by the kickoff team getting down there and making a big play.
That was Parker, number 6 on the return. We're high up. The TV screen in our booth wasn't on at the time. And I have field glass on. It's still hard to see the numbers on these these new tight jerseys, tech-fit jerseys, though it's nice you can't tackle them about a jersey like back in the day when you and I played, but as a broadcaster, it's tough to see these numbers. The 5 and 6 look the same number.
Yep, but an awesome vantage point for us to be able to really see what's going on throughout the entire game this high.
Yep. Trips to the right, split near side. They'll stay in the shotgun formation. Cortez takes the pass from center, hands it to Parker. He goes to his right, he has the corner to the 25, breaks another tackle, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds near the 30-yard line. So a nice run there. Gain of about 8. Should be second down on 2.
And we just got to do a better job of keeping contained out there, not allowing that guy to bounce outside. We got blocked down a little bit too far. Good job of their back getting outside. That's one thing you haven't seen very much is a runner be able to get to the sideline, and Clofer did a good job of finishing him off outside.
Yep, no huddle. They'll send the receiver in the slot position to the right. Twins near side. Cortez takes the pass from center, gives it to the running back again. He's going to have the first down as he gets it to the 36-yard line. So it looks like Catholic started to settle down a little bit. And 2 nice plays on the second possession for them.
Well, and I think for both of these teams, Kevin, if you don't have to throw the ball early, you don't have to. Don't do it. Establish the run game, see what they're going to do offensively, and figure out where your offense wants to go. And I think Catholic probably on this drive is going to try to establish the run a little bit more.
Yep, Twins to the right, split near side. And there's a flag in the play.
Ball key. It looked like that was Big Alanis Noel jumping off sides, number 92. He's our big sophomore defensive lineman. He's had an extremely awesome sophomore year, but you got to do a better job of ball keying right there. Don't give him some easy yards.
Yep, the penalty moves it to the 41-yard line, so we just gave him 5 free yards. It'll be first down and 5. 4:08 to go in the first period. The Patriots lead the Bears 14-0. Twins to the top of the field, split near side. They'll stay in the shotgun formation. Cortez takes the pass from center. Quarterback draw all the way, and he's going to be tackled on a short gain to the 43-yard line. Looked like that was
Big E.
Big E got him
back in on the tackle. Yep. Good job by him. That's the first time we've been able to see their quarterback, Dartez, run the ball.
Yeah, Dartez. I was saying Cortez. I'm sorry, Dartez.
And good job by him. And, of course, his senior year, he's going to do whatever he has to do to be successful for his final campaign. A good job of the defense, recognizing it and falling back in on the tackle.
Yep, Cameron Dartez's name. My apologies for mispronunciation of that, but we'll get it down corrected. Second down and 3. Dartez takes the pass to center, hands it off, and the running back's going to cross midfield to the Patriot 49-yard line, and that's Parker. Danny, he's a 1,000-yard rusher for them. He's a very good running back.
Oh, no doubt about that, Kevin. Anytime you can have a 1,000-yard back, be able to get into the mix of this powerful running and throwing attack, gives yourself some great balance.
Quick snap, they throw a slant, and it's almost intercepted and almost caught.
Tell you what.
Went through the hands of the defender, and then the receiver caught it, and tell you what, if he keeps his feet, that would have been a touchdown.
Kevin, I think it went through 2 of our defenders' hands, and then he almost bobbled it, laid out, and almost had a one-handed grab at the very end of it. Would have been a nice first down completion. But I tell you what, the quarterback better watch out. We're still lining him up.
Trips near side, split top of the field. Outlaw is the running back to the right of Dartez. He'll take the handoff, comes near side, has a little bit of running room. He's to the 40. Ball is going to be tackled at the 32. I thought he almost dropped it. But
I thought it almost came out too, Kevin.
Yeah, I hesitated because he turned around and caught it.
It looked like we had kind of an arm tackle that went in there and spun him around by the football, and we almost thought it was going to be punched loose, but a good job of him on a nice solid run for a first down for the Bears.
Yep, to the 37-yard line, first and 10 with 2:56 and counting.
And they're not huddling up. They're going to continue to go, get right on the line of scrimmage and go to work.
2 receivers to the right, 2 fullbacks, if you will, to the left side of the formation. They'll hand it off to, that's the quarterback. Dartez keeps it up the middle. And he got it to the 30.
Number 14, Cameron Dartez.
He moved it back. I thought it was going to take 33. Looks like the 34-yard line.
A gain of 4.
Dartez on the quarterback keeper.
We're continuing to rotate some fresh legs in there at linebacker and some different defensive backs. Continuing to try to keep these guys fresh here, still in the first quarter with 2:15 left and counting.
Twins to the right, split near side. Outlaw is the halfback to the right of Dartez. Dartez takes the pass from center, looks over the middle of the field, fires it far side at the seam, has a guy wide open, caught at the 1.
Wow.
Beautiful pass. He just laid it up, and Danny, as you know in our broadcast there the last 8 years, that's the Achilles heel, that little zone right there, and they saw it.
Yeah, right there up the seam, being able to pick your poison. He did a good job of kind of looking left and throwing it up the front side seam there on the hash. And I tell you what, that ball looked like it hung up there forever, but they did a good job of getting it.
Split twins to the right. We jumped off sides, so I moved the ball all of 2 inches.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The ball's on about the 1 foot line, so it's going to be on the 6 inch line here coming in. But a great job of them, Kevin, understanding, recognizing how they could attack, and the quarterback did a great job of faking it. It looked like he was looking right up the seam, and then, of course, picked his poison to the right and laid it up there. I really thought we were going to have an opportunity. A big hit by us on the back end. The receiver did a great job of just holding on to it.
Sure did. Dartez under center. He'll hand it to the running back, and he's up and over the top of the touchdown.
Sure is.
Parker with the 1 yard touchdown run, closed the gap at the 14-6 with the PAT pending.
And Kevin, here's the biggest thing. These teams have been here before. Been there, done that. This game, like you said, with the Patriots going out front 14-0, Catholic's not going to have, those crazy eyes looking around, wondering what's going on or not knowing what to do. They did a great job of coming right back, methodically moving the ball down the field, throwing it a couple times, running it right at us, being successful in that drive.
Snap, place, kick is up, and it's good. So with 1:40 to go in the quarter, it's the Patriots 14, the Bears 7.
Ooh, this is some good football right here on JohnCurtisPatriots.com as well as WGSO 990 AM. Thank you for joining us. We got 1:40 left here in the first quarter. Patriots on top 14-7, and then has been some fantastic action here early with both teams going back and forth. Kevin, the great opportunity right here for the John Curtis special teams to have another kickoff return to find out what they can do with it here to be able to put our offense in another some more great field position.
I want to give a shout out to Jeff Bonet, class of 1995. He's listening to us from Ponchatoula. We appreciate you being a loyal listener. Again, if you listen to us on the live broadcast, feel free to send us a text. Give us your name and location. We'll give you a shout out. You can send it to 504-259-7690. Again, 504-259-7690.
I tell you what, it's a packed house. Kevin Ashley just texted me from outside and said that it's going to be at least 30 minutes to an hour before they can get in because they're buying tickets. I tried to go buy them at school the other day, and they were sold out. So it's a packed house. A lot of people waiting to get in to see this ball game. Patriots on top, 14-7, awaiting Catholic Bears kickoff.
Kazanov to kick it deep for the Patriots. Top of the field will be Smith. The middle returner will be Wren. Near side, Shane Goings. Kazanov hits it near side, and that's going to go into the end zone, so that'll be an automatic touchback.
I tell you what, just by seeing some of those guys run down the field on Catholic, they have some big boys that are running down the field with some authority and some good speed. So we're going to get the ball on the 20-yard line. Going to have to drive at 80 to pay dirt.
Well, you know what? We did it before. We do it again.
Well, here's the thing. In a game like this, it's going to be a battle in the trenches, a battle of wills. You got to punch each other. You got to keep on taking the punches and keep giving the punches. This is a 4-quarter game. If you got to drive 80 yards, that's exactly what you got to do. But guess what? After this, you got a long rest, buddy, because this is the last game of the season. So let it all hang out. Do what you got to do. Senior leadership this year has to step up and make it happen. How bad do you want it?
They place the ball not quite in the middle of the field, but just to the right of center. Wren and Smith are the halfbacks. Guggenheim, counter option to top of the field, has the crackback, keeps it. He pitches it late to Wren. He's still 30. It's a foot race.
They're not going to catch Corey. They're not going to catch him.
All the way. 80 yards.
Go, go.
Corey Wren with an 80-yard sprint puts the Patriots a further ahead, 20-7 with the PET pending.
Me and you are jacked up here in the booth, buddy. Let me tell you, anytime Corey Wren gets the ball and he's got a little bit of room, you're not going to catch him. For those of you who don't know, Corey is the fastest kid in the state, and he's basically been the fastest kid in the state since he's an 8th grader. He has unbelievable speed. Good job of our outside receiver running back in and cracking down, and it opened it up. Their outside guy came down, forced Colin to pitch it. Good job of him keeping his head up, recognizing it, pitching it out to Corey Wren, and like I said, you're not going to catch him. Great job, good execution by the Patriots. We're on top 20-7.
Patriots line up for the PAT. Snap, plays, kick is up. And it's good. So 1:27 to go in the first. It's the Patriots 21, the Bears 7.
Tell you what, Kevin, for that scoring job, I want to say thank you to Nations Lending, our good buddy Mark Bowen. Whether buying a new home or refinancing, Mark Bowen and Nations Lending can help you. They offer FHA, VA, USDA loans that can even help those with 580 credit and above. Mark is a graduate class of 1998 and has over 15 years of mortgage lending experience, and of course is a proud supporter of the John Curtis Patriots. He can be reached at 225-573-8688. His NMLS number is 587-641. That's 587-641. Nations Lending Corporation is an equal opportunity lender.
Danny's watching a replay here in the booth. The counter, and we saw it from the top. The counter option just sucked everybody in the middle. Got a great crack block by Davis, the receiver, and that's all Wren needed.
Well, really, yeah, you said it exactly right. When we came down to crack, the corner followed us. And as the corner followed us, he understood there was going to be a crack. So he came in to try to get Colin. There was nobody else outside. It was just a safety over the top trying to catch us, or a linebacker. And you're not going to catch Corey, like I mentioned. He has extreme speed. He's just unbelievable. We've enjoyed watching him for the last couple of years on the field, and being able to see him when he gets the ball outside, just not going to happen. Great job, good execution by the Patriots. We're on top 21-7.
McCready to kick it off deep for the Bears. Morgan and Parker. Morgan's going to field this at the 5. He dropped it, picked it back up. He's to the 10, 15. Oh, he got hit hard at the 16 by Chauncey Crum.
Yeah, great job.
Whew.
Chauncey, I tell you what.
He stoned him.
Nice speed. Looked like he was flying in from the outside. Great job right there by Chauncey.
Want to give a shout out to Brian Klesse. Appreciate you for listening. Of course, Scott Gardner, he's with us from Wiggins, Mississippi.
I tell you what, when their returner dropped the ball, Kevin, I think that little wall that they set up to block was just a little bit too far out front, and Chauncey did a good job of just running with speed, squeezing, and got to him and put a big hit on the returner. Great job.
I want to give a shout out to classmate of mine, Jason Freeman, listening to us in Baton Rouge. Happy 30th anniversary, Jason. So far, so good for the Patriots. 1:22 to go in the quarter. The Bears will have it first and 10 at their own 17. They got a timeout to change the ball.
You know how those quarterbacks are about those pearls.
I know, y'all picky.
When they get them, you got to be able to find just the right one. We don't want those kicking balls out there to throw with. Come on now.
Split to the left, Twins top of the field. Ball is on the near hash mark. They'll send the split near side motion to the right. He's going to line up as a slot. Dartez, quarterback draw all the way. Up the middle, has a little run room, and he's to the 30 and tackled the 31-yard line. And Danny, that was a nice little play.
Yep, they had it set up from the very beginning, Kevin. It looked like Caleb Spann stepped in there and made the tackle at the very end. But a good job of them. And look, that's what they're going to do, Kevin. They're going to line up in different formations, put a bunch of guys in the backfield, motion them out right there. They ran the quarterback draw. Good play.
Stack Twins to the right. Don't hand it off to the running back this time. Up the right guard. He's to the 30.
And I think of all the teams this year, Kevin, Catholic really matches up the best with us that any other offensive line has. And of course, I'm speaking to our defensive front. Our defensive front is big, physical, they're fast. But Catholic Bears, they got some big boys up front that are very physical as well.
Double Twins set. They'll stay in the shotgun. Dartez. Go to long count. He's check it off. He'll take the pass and center. Looks to his right. Fires a dart. Complete far side. Thomas makes a tackle, but they'll have enough for the first down.
Now, if you remember from last year, Kevin, that's a little bit of what they did. We were playing a little bit deep in coverage, cover 3 or whatever coverage we're in, and they were kind of just dinking us down the field a little bit, taking what we would give them, and then every now and then they would try to take a shot deep and, of course, run the ball right at you. And they had a few big plays off of it. And so, but you got to do what you got to do early here to get first downs and move the ball down the field, especially being down 21-7.
Roy was the receiver on that. They'll send the receiver on top of the motion all the way across the formation. Quarterback keeper all the way. It was a high snap. Dartez his quarterback draw, and he got it to the 40-yard line. And that probably the last play of the first quarter.
You could see the way he was running that motion. They faked the speed, and then the quarterback ran the draw right at us. I tell you what, we did a pretty good job of squeezing to it.
And that's
it.
it
Happen.
So after one quarter play, it's the John Curtis Christian Patriots 21, the Catholic High Bears 7.
Ooh, it's been a good first quarter for the Patriots, Kevin, playing some team football thus far, and it's been a heck of a lot of fun up here in the booth. Great atmosphere for some high school football, playing again here in the Louisiana Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Like you said, the Patriots on top 21-7. But for that first quarter of action, Kevin, I want to say thank you to another one of our sponsors, Yaya's Comfort Food. go check them out. 2317 Hickory Avenue right there in Harahan, right at the dead end. Check them out. Give them a call. Order your next catering. Anything that you want. It's the best in the business. They got special breakfast and lunch options. Hashtag just like you like it. Go check them out at the website, yayascomfortfood.com. Call Connor. Tell them Danny and Kevin sent you. We appreciate the opportunity for them to sponsor us this year. They just got started in 2018, and what a great year it's been for them. Yaya's Comfort Food, 2317 Hickory in Harahan. Go check them out. Tell them we sent you.
I want to give a shout out to a friend of ours and a friend of the broadcast, Mark Pons. He's a riverboat pilot. Guess where he's listening to?
Where at?
He's on the river.
There you go. How about that?
Appreciate you, Mark. Good to hear from you. Haven't heard from you in a while, but it's always good to hear from you. Of course, you listen to us. We're on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. Our broadcast today, audio only, being simulcast on CrescentCitySports.com and WGSO 990 AM. And we want to thank our good friend Ken Trahan for helping us promote Fighting Patriot football. And of course, if you're a prep football fan, you got to listen to Ken's original prep football report on Friday nights.
Huge.
Outstanding. When you and I, we're around the state with the Patriots. And when we drive home, we'll kick it on because he's got affiliates all around the state, and we'll listen to the show and get all the scores. Nobody does it better. Ken does the awesome job on radio, and, of course, Ed Daniels does it on TV. Without those two guys, I don't think the fans would be as knowledgeable about prep football, not just in the New Orleans area, but also the state of Louisiana. And I tell you what, I told Ken at the basketball championships in March, whenever he and Ed decided to hang it up, it's be a sad day because I don't think anybody's being groomed to feel their place. They do a great job.
And then, of course, you got Coach JT on Friday nights with Ed Daniels and Friday Night Football.
Yeah.
They've done a great job forever. And so, yeah, this is Louisiana State football, high school football at its finest, and a great matchup it is again. Patriots on top at the end of the first quarter, 21-7, and they're playing some team football. But Catholic Bears are driving. They got the ball right at about the 40-yard line.
Yep.
And they're going in, playing some very efficient football on both sides offensively. Of course, Catholic had that initial turnover on their first drive, and the Patriots turned it into points. But game.
Without giving away any secrets, conversations you and I had during the weekend pregame, our coaches felt good about certain things. I would say the first quarter played out to expectations.
Yep.
Second down 8 from the 40. Morgan is the lone running back to the left of Dartez. They have a stack formation. Look for some kind of hits pass. They fake it to the running back.
Low Statue of Liberty.
Yep, and a good job of the Patriots defense.
No.
Gain of 0.
No, sir.
And Valentine read it perfectly.
And Kevin, all that was trying to draw attention to the top of the field. You know as well as I do when a guy lines up 6 yards behind the initial receiver, the number one guy, it's either going to be a pass, something funny's coming. A good job of our guys doing what their coach should do and staying home backside, making a play.
Twins to the right, split near side. Now the Bears are going left to right. Ball at the 40-yard line. Third down and 8. Dartez in the shotgun has a running back to his left. He fakes the handoff. Looks near side. Step in the pocket. He's going to go down.
Yes, Matthew Jane got him. Great job.
Got him with one-handed sack at the 35-yard line.
I tell you what, great job by Matthew Jane getting in there, grabbed him with one hand, put that bear claw on him, and then a host of Patriots came in there to finish him off. Great job right there. Just closing the pocket. Dartez tried to stay in that pocket and feel it. He really had nowhere to step up into. And I tell you, Matthew Jane pretty much just bull rushed the guy that was blocking him and did it all himself. Great job by number 6, the senior linebacker.
Spann and Wren will go stand back around the Patriot 25-yard line.
Oh, he's a junior. I'm sorry.
Kazanov to punt it. A little rugby style. Relatively short kick. Ball hits at the 40.
Get away, Chauncey. There you go.
And it's going to get down at the 25-yard line. So with 10:29 to go in the half, it'll be 1st and 10 Patriots from their own 25.
Great job, defense. How many times have we asked them to do it for us this year, and they've come up big?
Every game.
Forcing the punt, getting turnovers, and doing what we need to do.
I was going to say, Matthew Jane, you give us measurables. He's an undersized linebacker, but I tell you what, he is so aggressive. He's always fine. He's not the fastest guy on the field, but he's always around the ball.
Well, I tell you what, right there on that rush, Kevin, on that when he came in on that blitz, he's 5'9", 188 pounds is what he's listed as. You would have thought he was 220. Came in there bullying at him, and of course, I said he was a senior. He's a junior, so it's going to be good to have him back again.
Patriots going right to left, Twins near side, split top of the field, one running back. Guggenheim keeps it around the right corner, and he's going to fight hard to the 32-yard line, gain of 7. And I tell you what, Danny, I'm charting the plays here. I mean, the shortest gain we got is 2. I mean, we're getting 13, 12 12, 10, 7, 6.
Getting some good chunks. And I tell you what, Guggenheim is so used to cutting back against the grain on some of these teams that kind of overflow, but they have so many guys that are off of the line of scrimmage, a bunch of DBs stacked in the back. He's almost cutting back into them a little bit. I think he needs to trust his speed a little bit once he pulls the ball and get back outside.
Twins to the right, 2 halfbacks. We'll go power play to the right as Corey Wren trying to turn the corner. He does. He's at a 35, gets a block outside. He's to the 40, breaks another tackle before he's wrestled down at the 42-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Great job.
Gain of 10.
And Kevin, really this year, I think they got a guy down, looks like at about the 32-yard line, midfield.
Yeah.
Kevin, this year what I think we've done better as a staff is we've, if you know Curtis football, we only have 10 or 15 plays to run, and that's being
generous.
Being pretty generous. But we've done a great job of running him out of different sets, different motions, one-back sets we've seen over the last few weeks, giving teams different looks that they have to practice and to be able to combat on defense. So a great job by the coaching staff mixing it up. These kids understanding the offense and understanding what we're trying to get to as we go ahead and bring 2 more guys into the to the party here in the huddle and rotate 2 guys out.
Twins near side, inside receives be Wren. Look for some kind of hitch pass possibly. Split top of the field, 1 running back. Ball on that right hash mark. First down 10. We're going to hand it off to the running back instead for a short gain to the 45, gain of 3. That's Crum on the carry. Yeah, to your point, running the same play, maybe a couple new plays here and there, but basically out of formation, twins to one side or 3 receivers to one side splits, it's opened up like LSU fans will love during the last mile era. Get people out the box.
And when you have an intelligent quarterback, Kevin, that knows the offense, that can run it the right way, that helps out tremendously.
2 tight ends, split top of the field to the right. Ball on that right hash mark. Guggenheim goes to the right, and he's going to keep it. And very short gain. Tell you what, it looked like he was going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage, and Danny, he just kept fighting. I think he got an extra 2 yards.
Kept fighting. He had 2 guys collapse on him. That's one of those, it would have been a little scary, but if he could have pitched it out to the top of the field, you think he got a little bit more, but a good job of him just kind of eating it, falling forward, and giving yourself some opportunity. You know as well as I do, a couple of years ago, every time we'd pitch the ball, you and I would take a deep breath up here because we didn't know what was going to happen.
Well, he gained 3. I thought he had nothing. He gained 3. Third down 4, 8 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the half. They'll keep the ball on that top of the field hash mark. Twins near side. You got to call timeout, 2 seconds to the play clock. We snap it. Option near side. Guggenheim's going to keep it, and he's going to be short of the first down. He got to the 49. And I would assume we'll probably punt it here.
And like I said before, Kevin, Catholic has done a good job of scraping tight and getting to us. Colin always, like I said, he's got such a great duck step when he runs that option. He can fold just right back inside. But they do a good job of getting to the football and fitting right there.
We're going to go for it. It's actually 4th and a long 1. Let's call it 1.5. The ball is between the 50 and the 49-yard line of Catholic. 2 tight ends split to the right. We have to get to the 48. Quarterback keeper, Guggenheim should have it. He fell forward. He went to the left side of the center, and that's been there all season long.
Ooh, I
believe he has it.
It's close, Kevin.
I think he got it.
You're right. I tell you what, I think it was his second effort that got it, because initially he looked like he got stuffed at the line of scrimmage, and you're exactly right. They're going to call it a first down, and did a good job of on his second effort. Getting the ball over the sticks
at the 47.
He's so strong and physical, though, Kevin. He's another guy. It's just hard to stop him for negative yardage.
Yep, ball in the middle of the field. Patriots continue the drive. 7 minutes to go in the half. Will come near side. Guggenheim keeps it. Now he pitches it late. That's going to be Smith, and he's going to get it to the 41-yard line. That'll be a gain of 6.
Good execution right there. I tell you what, a good job of their cornerback being able to stifle our stalk block to the bottom of the field. But we did a good job of just getting to him. A little bit of second effort there after the contact, getting a couple extra yardage. But a good job of Colin knowing the offense and seeing it and being able to get to it and make the pitch.
Nice pitch, too.
As a Curtis QB, you got 3 options there, and a good job of him running the offense the right way.
2nd and 4 from the near hash mark. We'll go power play top of the field. That's going to be Shane Goins. Breaks 1 tackle, but he can't break the second, and he might have lost a yard.
Nice play by their guys. And I tell you what, that's another thing, Kevin. We can run, but their guys can run too. Great job of them pursuing from the inside out. Couldn't get to the sidelines, couldn't get to the perimeter with them. Great job right there. But I tell you one thing that I do see, Kevin, on our backside, on our lone receiver to the top of the field. They're coming up and challenging us as a cornerback. I'd like to see us put the ball up in the air and challenge them back because you got one-on-one coverage back there, almost in press coverage.
3rd and 5 from the 42. Guggenheim comes near side. He's going to keep it, crosses the 40, fights hard near the 36-yard line. I got to think if you don't have it, we're going to go for it here.
Yeah, we're very close. Very close.
He might be half a football.
And they're calling for it. First down.
Okay, we'll take it.
Calling for the sticks. Good job
It
right
is.
there. Colin moving the ball forward. And look, this is what I like about it too, Kevin. As a junior quarterback, so far he has not let the game get to him either.
No.
He's done exactly what we've asked him to do. Sustain drives, get first down, move the sticks, and continue to control the football. Keep their offense off the field and continue to pound it.
Talked to him before the game, before I could say anything. He goes, I know, business as usual.
Yep.
I said, yep. I don't have to tell you anything. 1st and 10 from the 37, 5:23 to go. Guggenheim hands it off to the halfback, crosses the center, and he's fighting hard to the 31-yard line. That'll be gain the 6. That's Makai Smith. I tell you what, the Yogi's Bears are just pushing the guys through. Bolds, Drake, Delfres, Gidry, and Pizzolatto are giving the guys room to run.
How about that, Kevin? Just got a shout out from one of my best friends, Joe Danos. He's a coach for the New York Giants and former alum, graduated with me in 2000. He said, enjoying your game call while I'm on this train to D.C. He said, you guys are naturals. Appreciate that, big boy.
Appreciate you, Joe.
Yes, sir.
2nd down, 4 Patriots. Ball just to the left of center in the middle of the field. Guggenheim, option, top of the field. They got nowhere. Credit that nose guard. He just whipped the center and tackled him.
I was about to say, good job of the
1-yard
quarterback
loss.
just eating it, Kevin. That's what we talk about. Don't make a bad play worse. Obviously, somebody missed their block. You couldn't get to him. I'm watching it right here on the replay, and it looked like he came from the backside, maybe over the guard center.
Yep.
Did a good job of just fighting through it and getting to the QB. A good job of us just taking a negative play. Sometimes that's better than making it a bad play worse.
Christian Menino, the sophomore nose guard. Yeah, I mean, credit him. But, hey, it helps when you're not blocked either.
Yep.
You can make the play. Split to the top of the field, split near side. Ball right in the middle of the field. Guggenheim back to pass. Little screen set up. Wren has it. Needs a block. Didn't get it. And he was basically on an island. He lost it back to the 35-yard line. So the last few plays, the Patriots going backwards.
Yeah, I think we had it downfield, Kevin. We did not get the initial guy blocked, and he did a good job of just stringing us out. Corey really had nowhere to go outside, and Catholic Bears are holding on strong and playing tough right here in the end of the second quarter. We got 3:54 left here in the second. John Curtis on top, 21-7.
Yep. We'll take the Bears call timeout. So with 3:54 to go in the half, like Danny says, the Patriots 21, the Bears 7.
Very physical game, buddy. It's a very, very physical game up front. These guys are battling back and forth. And like we said before, it's been a chess match here in the first half. Both coaches going back and forth. We're seeing some different things offensively from the Patriots. And, of course, the Bears are mixing in 4-man front, 5-man front. They're coming some guys, bringing them to the party, putting them in the box, letting some guys go back outside. We have not really challenged them throwing the ball down the field, which is something that I'd like to see maybe a couple times here. And maybe loosen that box up a little bit. But they have done a good job running to the football, playing physical up front, and being able to scrape with their backers and their secondary like I mentioned before.
I'll give a shout out to Michael Maples. Listen to us. We appreciate you. This is probably a little too far for a McCready field goal. He could probably hit it from 45. This would be a long one. This would be a 52-yarder. Just maybe if it was the last play of the half, he might try, but I doubt it.
Got another shout out from one of our Hall of Famers, Ronnie Renazza.
Looking upon it.
He said he couldn't make it to the game, but he's listening to us live, so we appreciate that, Mr. Ronnie.
See if McCready can't pin him in deep. Catholic will send one guy back. He's sending around to 10.
Yeah, this is one of those positions in the field where you're right in between where you want to be.
Little high end over end kick. Fair catch called for and made at the 15-yard line.
And some Catholic Bears wanted wanted the flag at the end of that. Looked like Jashawn Williams kind of got to him and just didn't understand, but he did not hit him hard, so it wasn't really a big deal. So no flag on the play, but of course, Jashawn, you got to get your eyes up, understand and see it.
Yep. So the Bears will take it over 1st and 10 at their own 15 with 3:46 to go in the half. The Patriots lead them 21-7. We appreciate you guys joining us on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. Again, this broadcast is audio only, and we appreciate our friends listening to us on CrestCitySports.com and WGSO 990 AM.
They got a senior quarterback too, Kevin. They got a senior class that wants it just as bad. And, of course, they're coached very well with Gabe Fertitta. He's been here, done that last year. They came here into the Dome, upset us. They beat us. We got that bad taste in our mouth, so we got back here again with another great football team. And, it never gets old. No. We've already mentioned it. Be here in the Mercedes-Benz Superdome again. And I remember it as a 14 to 18-year-old kid, be able to walk in here, play under the lights, where the New Orleans Saints play, the Fleur-de-Lis on the 50-yard line, man. It's some great memories. So hope these guys on both sides don't take it for granted because it's some of the best times of their lives.
Yep, for me 30 years ago, and it seems like yesterday.
And you got you gave our quarterback a little special treat this year.
I'll tell you about that at halftime.
Okay. A little tidbit.
There you go. Twins near side, split top of the field. Dartez will stay in the shotgun. He'll roll to his right, looks to throw a backside screen. Caught, they set it up perfectly against Morgan.
Got room.
And he's going to be tackled at the 28-yard line. Tell you, that was set up perfectly.
Well, Kevin, they have been a very effective screen team this year.
Yes.
They run the screen probably 5 times a game, and they do it very well.
Same formation. This time Morgan lines up to the right of Dartez. Now they snap it on the whistle. Dartez takes the ball up the middle, and he's pushing hard. A big old rugby scrum, getting some help from his lineman into the 40. We can't get him down. He's to the 45-yard line. And that just excited the Catholic Bear fans there. He got an extra 8 to 10 yards with the line push.
No doubt about it. And like we said before, they got some physical offensive linemen, so they just kind of got in there.
Barfield and Angelo had them split up, but then the lineman just got involved and just pushed everybody back.
Nobody went for their legs. Matter of fact, they had a lineman out front pulling.
1st and 10 Bears from the 46. Twins near side. They'll have 2 running backs with Dartez out of the shotgun. They'll hand it off to Parker up the middle, and he's going to get it to the 48-yard line, gain of 2.
He almost thought he wasn't down. If your helmet and shoulder pad and elbow go down, you're definitely down.
3 minutes to go in the half.
But, of course, they're speeding it up, trying to shuffle some guys in and out, bring some personnel in, and the Patriots have to match it defensively. They're staying in their regular nickel package. And I can see some guys starting to breathe down there, Kevin.
Benson's going to be the halfback to the left of Dartez, to the right of Dartez, out of the shotgun. Dartez pump fakes, looks to the right. Now he's going to throw it deep, has the guy down the sideline. It's going to be incomplete. Great job by Donald Clay on coverage.
Yep, good job of playing the ball. He got his face turned at the very end, understood where he was on the field, right by the sidelines, got his face turned, looked back for the football, got his hands up and made a nice play right there by the senior. Donald Clay is a senior. He's committed to SMU. Good, nice play right there for his senior campaign in this game. And, got to make some more.
Martin was the intended receiver. Twins at the top of the field, Twins near side. Now they'll send a receiver motion all the way across the formation. Dartez takes the pass from center, rolls to his right, has some pressure, fires it. It's going to be caught and tackled immediately at the 50. And that's Roy, number 7. Credit Roy. He came back 10 yards to help his quarterback out.
I tell you what.
As soon as he caught it, credit the Patriots defense for dropping him at the spot.
Definitely some holding up front I saw on that one, Kevin. Nothing was called there. And looking at some of the film in previous weeks, they definitely like a little holding. They get away with some, but they've done a great job up front of kind of locking us down, giving their quarterback an option to throw the ball. That's going to bring up 4th down right here.
4th and 6, but they're going to go for it, it looks like. At least they line up. Twins to the right, Twins to the left. Morgan lines up to the right of Dartez out of the shotgun. 146 and counting. Now Morgan goes in motion to the left. Dartez fires a pass. It's going to be caught at the 45-yard line and dropped at the 46. Let's see, where did they spot it?
Nope, didn't get it. Right in the middle of 3 Patriots, Kevin. That was close. Almost big play by the Patriots. He just put that thing right in the middle of 3 of our guys, but he did not get it. Great job of stepping up and making the tackle. That's the biggest thing, Kevin. He almost squared it out of there. We had 3 guys right in the middle, and I thought he was going to break the tackle and be able to get another yard, but our guys did a great job of just wrapping him up and getting him on the ground.
Fortunately for us, he did not run past the sticks, which all receivers should, knowing the down and distance, at least go 1 yard pass. He didn't. So at 1:37 to go in the half, the Patriots will have it 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Great field position offensively right here for the Patriots. You got to do something with it. Only 1:37 left, but there's a lot of room for us to work right here to get 6 more points.
We've done it this year. Twins near side, split top of the field. Smith is the lone running back. Guggenheim back to pass. Pump fake's going to keep it himself. He runs it to the 50, 45. Breaks the tackle, 40. He's to the 35-yard line.
Colin.
And Danny, that's what he told me before the game. They want to try to throw the hits. When he pumped it, the defensive end stands up in the middle of the pass and can't, so he's going to keep it.
We have to do a better job of our guys fighting through on that 3-step drop. Go get a guy. You have to attack him as an offensive lineman, get his hands down, but a good job of keeping his head up.
Gain of
and
20.
recognizing it.
Twins to the right. Guggenheim back to pass. Looks to his right. Fires it. Curl route. Caught at the 24-yard line. That'll be enough for the first down.
And it looks like we're going to go up with our hurry-up offense, of course, again. Did a great job right there, completing the pass, mixing it up, getting another first down. Move the sticks.
Gain of 11. 1:13 to go. Clock stops to start to move the chains. Now it's running. Guggenheim dropped the ball. He just falls on it.
Yep, good job. And
Lost two there.
For those of you out there, of course, you probably know, but in high school, when you get a first down, the clock stops for a little bit until they reset the chains, and then it starts up again. So you don't necessarily have to call your timeout or be able to get up there and spike it as long as you're doing a good job of getting your offensive lineman up there and getting set and calling the play. Unfortunately, we dropped it right there, Kevin, and so it's going to bring up second down.
Yeah, second and 13. So with 1:03 to go in the half. Timeout Patriots. It's the Patriots 21, the Bears 7.
And Kevin, the good thing about this now is we are in a position that at worst we're getting 3 points.
Yes.
We've got a good junior kicker, Austin McCready, who's done a great job for us all year. So at worst, we're in position to get 3 more points on the board. But at best, of course, we want to be able to get 7 more points and be up by 3 scores.
And we got 2 timeouts left, so we can call whatever we want in the middle of the field, run it, pass it, we'll do whatever.
Got plenty of time with 1:03 left. No. Let him go to work with this offense.
Second and 13, Patriots from the Bear 26, 1:03 to go in the half. The ball's about 2 yards inside of that hash mark, top of the field. Patriots going right to left. Twins to the near side, split top of the field, one lone running back. Guggenheim back to pass, pump fakes, has a guy wide open, throws a fade route. It's going to be intended for Davis, and it's going to be intercepted.
Nope, safety was over the top.
Yep, at the 2-yard line.
Can't just read the first guy, you got to read the guy over the top. And that's exactly, Kevin, we talked about it 3 plays ago when you said that the guy on the inside jumped. No, actually it was the cornerback. The cornerback 3 plays ago jumped inside, and Colin did a good job of just sucking it up and not throwing the ball. Well, in this one, we saw it, so we tried to give him the old pump fake, but the safety did a good job of just staying true, staying over the top, deeper than the deepest, did a good job of making the play on the ball. It was actually a great athletic catch by him over the top. So I was wrong. At worst, we have a turnover.
That's
but
right.
A good job by the Bears doing a great job on defense and securing us and not allowing points. But bad news for them, they got the ball on the 2-yard line.
Yeah, first and 10 from the 2, 57 seconds to go in the half. They'll stay in the shotgun formation. Dartez hands it off to Parker. He tries to go to the left, and he's going to get tackled for no gain.
There you go.
Second down 10.
And I tell you what, Kevin, as a defense, inside of a minute on the 2-yard line, you can kind of lick your chops too. You want to get up the field, get a nice rush, get to the quarterback, and do what you got to do. And it looks like
Patriots called a timeout.
Patriots called a timeout. Okay, wasn't sure what he said.
Yep.
Looks like the Patriots called a timeout.
That's their second.
They're going to come off to the side. Bears are going to go to their side, and they're going to talk about the situation as well. Kevin, but that's the thing. And look, we love Colin, love him to death. He's had a great junior season, but that's a mistake that he's not going to make again. You know, because you learn from your mistakes. He's a junior. Sometimes he plays like he's in college, and sometimes he might play like he's a junior. But we saw it. They understood it. They went over that on the sidelines and obviously saw something, like we talked about a few plays before, that they could combat. But you obviously have to read the area, have to read the coverage, and Catholic Bears did a great job of doing what they had to do defensively to get the ball back, because let me tell you, that's huge. Going in down 2 scores or 3 scores, or maybe getting the ball back and having an opportunity to do something with it here late, that's the difference of a ball game. So a great job by them making the big stop. But Colin is a mature kid. He's going to go to the side, learn from it, take a deep breath, not worry about it, go back to work on the next offensive possession.
The pump fake got him open. The problem, the ball, like you said, the ball hung up a little bit. And I was watching the rebroadcast, or the replay here in the booth. Williams just couldn't time it to where he can high point it. I think if he had one more step, he could have high pointed. He probably could have robbed the interception from the guy. But here we go, second down 10. Dartez, quarterback draw all the way, right up the middle. Give him 2 to the 4. And we'll call our last timeout with 45 seconds to go in the half.
Well, having said that too, Kevin, as a quarterback, you got to trust your receiver as well, that at worst it's an incomplete pass. Reach up there and at least bat it down.
We got to bail him out.
Yes, don't allow him to be able to catch the ball like that. But, sometimes you live by the gun, you die by the gun. Plays like that are going to happen in a ball game like that. Sometimes you got to take a chance and hope that the big play happens. You hope for that big opportunity, take advantage of it. And sometimes, guess what? They got guys over there that can play too.
Oh, yeah. Hey, as a teammate of yours, give us a shout out. Kurt Walters, class of '97. Listen to us from California.
Big Kurt, yeah. Kurt was a senior. He was a senior quarterback.
'96, right?
Yep. When I was a freshman, and he was a good QB. And actually went on to play at the University of Tulsa, and a good baseball player as well. And we won the state championship actually his senior year in baseball and in football. So,
nice.
Kurt was a good senior leader, a good upperclassman and mentor for me. So I appreciate that. But, here we are back in the Dome. And it's been a good game so far. Patriots on top 21-7.
All right, here's the deal. It's 3rd down 9. We assume they're going to run the ball here. They wouldn't
And we're
try to throw it.
Hoping for the punt.
But we don't have any timeouts left, so they'll chances are if we stop them at first, they don't get the first down. If we get the ball back, it's going to have just a few seconds left.
Yep.
Twins to the left. They have one running back with a fullback. Dartez out of the shotgun, going to hand it off to the running back up the middle. And he's going to fight hard to the 8-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but just 38 seconds to go.
Number 6, Josh Parker.
Yeah, it's going to be.
They can run it down if they want, didn't call a timeout and then punt it, and that should run the timeout in the half.
Yep, 4th and about 4, it looks like. And they're almost lined up with us where we are up here in the booth. We're kind of on the goal line here on the Patriots sideline. They're at about the 8-yard line. So we have a really good view of it. And
actually, it looks like the play clock and game clock is in sync, so they don't have to run a play.
Okay, so they're just going to run it out to the second half. It's going to finish up 21-7. Of course, stick with us because we're going to have a bunch of first half statistics. And we always like calling games up here in the Dome, Kevin, because most of the time we got some guys that can bring us some good stats.
That's it. So after one half of play, it's the John Curtis Christian Patriots 21, the Catholic High Bears 7.
And what a great first half it was. And, of course, it being the first half, I'm not sure what they're calling here, Kevin, but they're holding everybody up. Hold on a second here.
Well, the game clock and the play clock were in sync. We're about to toss you guys on 990 to commercial break.
Yeah, the referees are huddled right at about the hash, and I'm wondering if they thought it was a half a second off or not. But we're about to hear from them momentarily.
This is John Curtis Football on WGSO 990 AM and JohnCurtisPatriots.com. We'll be back in a moment. All right, here he goes.
Wow, okay.
Still on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. It's 1 second left. No big deal. They can take a knee here and be done with it. That's a weird rule. When the game clock and the play clock are in sync, how can you have it?
Yeah, well, they can't take a knee.
They could.
They could hold on to it for a second and fall down. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
the Catholics will call a timeout now, which.
Yeah, they'll talk about it.
Anyway,
yeah, that's silly. One of those. Maybe somebody's watching me. I ought to call. Maybe I'll try to make this call today, but that's one of those unwritten rules, I think, where both teams agree that should probably just go in at half. And
that's a common sense.
Lick your wounds and go to work here in the second half. But, Kevin, I tell you, it was a good first half, both sides. Very physical football game thus far. And some big plays and a few turnovers, a couple turnover on each side. And we talked about it pregame. You can't have silly penalties, can't have turnovers. You got to control the ball. You got to play well on special teams. And both teams have had a couple of nice explosion plays. But let's see what Catholic's going to do. Of course, they talked about it as they went on from the timeout. And their quarterback's probably going to control the football and then go ahead and go down.
Well, they're going to move the ball back to the 4. So, yeah, they have a safe play. He's going to take a knee. That's all I got to do.
Yep.
So Dartez on the center. He does. He takes a knee, and that's going to be it. So now, officially, at the one half of play, the John Curtis Christian Patriots 21, the Catholic High Bears 7.
Takes a knee.
Been a good 2 quarters of action, Kevin. And, of course, like always, all season long, when the halftime comes, we got to say thank you to our premier halftime sponsor, Fahrbacher Health Direct Primary Care. Monthly, quarterly, or yearly payments, in-house pharmacy with discounted meds for members, discounted labs, imaging, x-rays, and ultrasounds, $50 a month, perfect for employers that can't afford expensive insurance premiums. Same-day appointments and always makes you feel right at home. Go see Dr. D at 8231 Jefferson Highway right there in Harahan. Call him 504-336-4400. That's Dr. Donald Fahlbacher, 336-4400. This year they have the Ideal Protein Protocol as well that they've introduced. Losing weight isn't easy, but they try to make it simple with Ideal Protein Protocol. Go check them out, 8231 Jefferson Highway in Harahan, 336-4400. Dr. D, it's like having a doctor in the family.
In a second, we'll welcome back our listeners from WGSO. But in the meantime, our score and recap. The Patriots got the opening kickoff and went on an 11-play, 81-yard drive, taking 4:13 off the clock. Mekhi Smith had a 20-yard touchdown run around the right corner. McCready's PT made it 7-0, and that was at the 6:41 of the first quarter. Then after the third play of the game for Catholic, they threw an interception to Thomas. He returned it 15 yards to the 14-yard line. That set up a 2-play, 14-yard drive, taking 40 seconds off the clock, and the Patriots punched it in from 10. Corey Wren and the PAT put the Patriots up 14-0. Then the Catholic Bears went on a drive, and Parker had a 1-yard touchdown run. Casanova added a PAT, and they closed the gap to 14-7. And then with 1:27 to go in the first quarter, Corey Wren had an 80-yard touchdown run around the left corner. The PT made it 21-0, and Danny was no score in the second quarter, but just a perfect game, so to speak, for the Patriots in the 2 quarters of play.
Well, it's been a fantastic game so far, Kevin. Very physical football game. And, of course, we got about 20 minutes here left at halftime because of, state championship set up. And, of course, they're going to do some very nice things here at half. But a very physical football game. It's been very nice to watch. I'd give the edge athletically to the Patriots, but up front, both sides are very strong and physical, and they do a great job of getting after the QB, protecting for their quarterback, and playing some fundamental football.
I agree. So far, so good for the Patriots, and we still got one half to play. And we want to welcome all you guys back from WGSO 990 AM, CrestCitySports.com. We're on JohnCurtisPatriots.com via YouTube. We're in the Mercedes-Benz Superdome for the 2018 All-State Sugar Bowl LHSAA Division I State Championship between the John Curtis Christian Patriots and the Catholic High Bears. The Patriots lead at 21-7.5. Again, if you just joined us from the radio broadcast, I want to time out. Score and recap. Basically, Smith for the Patriots had a 21-yard touchdown run to get the Patriots on the board with 6:41 to go, and then Corey Wren extended the lead with 4:40 after an interception return to the 14-yard line. McCready made both PATs, and the Patriots were up 14-0. And then Catholic went on a drive, and they had a 1-yard touchdown run. And then Corey Wren answered on the ensuing drive with an 80-yard run around the left corner. No score in that second quarter. But again, I said earlier in the broadcast, talking to the coaches, they felt real confident about certain things, and so far so good. The game plan is working almost to perfection. We had an interception on the near side here. We could have gone up, another score. That's part of it. But I like the Patriots' chances being up 14. I'm sure both teams are going to make adjustments at halftime. But I think we're going to have some exciting football left to be played.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I tell you what, it was very nice to see Corey Wren take off on that 80-yard touchdown run. Patriots doing what they have to do to be successful so far. And it's been a battle. Even though it's 21-7, it's been a very physical football game up front. And these guys have played with a lot of passion and pride. We're talking about a matchup that took place last year, and the Bears came out on top. They beat us last year. So, we talked about a little bit of that sourness in the Patriots' mouth, of course, from those seniors who had never been to the state championship except for last year when they lost. So these guys want to go out as champions, and that's very important to their Curtis legacy. Kevin, you and I were part of the era where, pretty much try to go to the you try to go to the Dome every year, and if you didn't, it was a disappointment. They are still part of that. They're part of that Curtis tradition. That if you don't win a state championship, it's a disappointment. And they've had a lot of disappointment over the last few years. This year, they want to turn the tide and make it different. They're doing great so far, up 21-7. But as you know, and as games we've seen, a half is a heck of a lot of football to be played. So they have to continue to stick to their fundamentals, do exactly what their coach should do. I love this part of the game, especially for Curtis, because I remember when you went in at half, you were getting coached. I've been other places where you go in at halftime, and I played a little bit of football after John Curtis, where you go in at halftime and everybody kind of looks around, you talk about a couple things, coaches don't say much. At John Curtis, you get into your different huddles, you get into your different booths, you get with your coaches, you get with your guys, and the communication opens up. And you talk about what can you do offensively, defensively, special teams to be able to be successful on the field. Talk about different blocking schemes, different checks, different things that you can run, different formations. How did they line up? What did you see? So they're both in there. The Bears and the Patriots are in there at halftime, opening up the line of communication, and hopefully it's a little bit more for the Patriots. And, of course, on the Bears side, they're looking for a little bit of a change second half. So we'll see who wants to come out in the second half. Of course, the Bears get the football here early in the third quarter on the opening kickoff, and they're going to want to try to go in there and score, and that's why our defense is in there talking about it. But it's been a great first half right here at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Patriots on top, 21-7. You're listening to us live on WGSO 990 AM, as well as JohnCurtisPatriots.com.
I want to give a few shout-outs first to my nephew, Austin Burkhoff. Listen to us up in Plano, Texas. I love you, little buddy. Thanks for listening. Of course, fellow Patriot Todd Duvio, he's actually listened to us from an airplane. So so we've got guys listening to us from Norway, Chile, Afghanistan, Mediterranean, the Caribbean, all around the United States. He's probably got to be the highest guy we've ever heard from an airplane. We've never had anybody from a high airplane before.
Haven't had anybody in space yet.
No. Of course, our good friend Jay Bo, he's an official. He's been listening to us. We appreciate you. So, guys, if y'all listen to us in a live broadcast, feel free to send us a text to 504-259-7690. And I say live because this is archived on YouTube, and we appreciate the ability to do so. It's been fun.
And, of course, Kevin, because of contractual obligations, we're not able to have the video stream, but we're able to bring the audio to you live. So, Kevin and I, this is our 8th season. We've been able to do this, and it's been quite a blessing.
You know, in our eight years doing this, you realize this is our 6th state championship game we called? It's pretty awesome.
I do not, but I'll tell you what, you're exactly right. Don't take it for granted because, man, this is a great place to be a part of.
Well, if you just listen to us, obviously there's no audio, no video, but if you are watching a TV broadcast and have it muted, you can see that the Patriots are wearing red jerseys with blue pants. That is actually the second time in school history that color combination has been worn. The first time was at homecoming versus Holy Cross, though in that game we wore the old school jersey that we brought out 2-3 years ago with the red and blue, the white and blue shoulder stripes that Coach Rob and Coach Leon wore back in the 60s. However, today's jersey is a brand new jersey that we got about 3 weeks ago, and it's a special jersey for Coach JT's 50th season this year. He started coaching the Patriots in 1969, and here we are in 2018 and 50 years of coaching the Patriots. So a bunch of alums got together and bought this jersey. It's a nice solid red jersey. Patriots in solid white. The numerals in solid white. There's a blue and white stripe on the sleeves. But the only difference to make it real special is a patch on the right shoulder in the shape of a football. And it says JT Curtis on one side, and then it says John Curtis Christian on the other. And there's a big 50 in blue in the middle, and in the 50 is all 26 state championship years. So it's a very special jersey for Coach. I know he appreciates it, but I want to thank the following alums for their generous contribution to make that happen. Danny Wimprine, Walt Sanchez, Bill Sanchez, Jeff Arsamont, Michael O'Brien, David Gilmore, Corey Chatelaine, Jack Poindexter, and Tony Galuzza. I want to thank you guys for your generosity. I know it means a lot to Coach JT Curtis, and the boys love it too.
And Kevin Fayard. Don't forget yourself. Come on, big guy.
But it's been fun. It's been nice to participate in something like that and make it happen. Of course, Coach Jerry allowed the seniors. He asked them. Now, they had no choice on the jerseys. That was a given. What kind of color combination? We've been wearing white pants. We tried to get a red on red uniform, but just couldn't get it made in time. But I think next year we might try to have a red pants with the stars. So hopefully that'll be done next year. So the boys said, you know what? We wore the red on blue against Holy Cross and did really well with it. Let's keep these nice new jerseys and go with the blue pants. And I tell you what, I like it.
Yeah, it looks good. Looks real good.
It's different.
And pops really nice here in the Superdome on that bright green turf. But there's no place you'd rather play here in December. It wouldn't be December for the Patriots without being here in the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Been a great game thus far. And, sometimes we always like to take this opportunity to say thank you to the parents out there. Thank you to the parents for driving your kids to practice, staying up late with them, getting their homework done, doing what you need to do, getting their studies done. If you're a parent of a band member or a Patriots dance team or cheerleader or the little Peppers down there or anybody out there, the football team, and it goes as well with all sports and all other things involved. Thank you to the parents out there for keeping your kids out of trouble and keeping them involved in something positive. Extracurricular stuff is always a huge part of the John Curtis Patriots family, and we appreciate the opportunity to spread that, keep them involved, keep the friendships alive and the fellowship time that they have here in high school. But thank you to the parents for keeping these kids involved, driving them back and forth. I know sometimes it's aggravating and you got to take a lot of time, but it's been good.
We're going to pause for 1 minute. Robbie has to do a quick battery. Hi, we welcome back to Fighting Patriot Football on JohnCurtisPatriot.com. Also being simulcast on CrescentCitySports.com, WGSO 990 AM. Want to give a shout out to fellow Patriot Nick Bowers, class of '99. He's listened to from Seattle, Washington, and he said he's representing the Patriots at work here at Amazon.com.
Nice.
So no teammate of yours.
That's right. I tell you what,
90s.
Awesome to be able to have the World Wide Web, buddy, because we've really had people all over the world be able to tune into our broadcast. And like we said, it's our 8th season being able to do this on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. We appreciate the opportunity for Ken to allow us to do this our 2nd season in a row on WGSO 990. But hey, this is awesome.
It is. And let me share with you guys some Fighting Patriot football fun facts. I just mentioned a second ago that this is Coach J.T. Curtis's 50th season coaching the Patriots. Again, his first year was in 1969, and I'll tell you what, this poor band of first Patriots under Coach J.T., they went 0-10 and scored all of 12 points on the season. But you know what? They righted the ship, won 8-9 games the next year, and then it's been, glory road since. Entering today's game, Coach JT's record is again 581, 64-6. He needs 621 wins to tie Coach John McKissick. And when he gets to win 622, he will be the all-time winningest coach in the sport of football, no matter what level. Coach JT has guided the Patriots to 13 undefeated seasons. Should the Patriots hold on and win today's ball game, this will be the 14th undefeated season. And that just goes to show some people just think we would win all the time. This is his 50th season, and we win today. That's only going to be 14 undefeated seasons out of 50. So obviously we won championships with losses before. That just shows you we're not just not losing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just crazy. That stat, though. Since 1975, Coach JT has led the Patriots to 37 state championship game appearances, and the Patriots are 26-10 in those championship games. And including today's ball game, the Patriots have played 36 of the 37 state championship games in the New Orleans area. Of course, the only game that was not played in the New Orleans area was in 2005 due to Hurricane Katrina damaging here at the Superdome, so all the games are moved to Shreveport to Independence Stadium. The Patriots have won state championships in classes 2A, 3A, 4A, and Division II. So if a win today, if the Patriots hold on and win this ball game, it'll be a historic moment because it'll be the first time since the Patriots have been playing in the Division I playoff, which is the 5th year. This will be the first Division I championship. The Patriots are 0-2 in Division I state championship games, having lost to Jesuit in 2014 and Catholic last year. The LSA Prep Football Superdome Classic started in 1981. Of course, the great late Mr. Bill Curl, who was partially responsible for us getting on the air 8 years ago, unfortunately passed away last summer. He was an SID at Tulane in Arkansas before coming to be the spokesperson for the Superdome. And it was at the Jesuit St. Aug game in '78 he came up with the idea of playing all 4 classifications. Back then it was only 4 classifications, and playing all 4 championships here in the Superdome. It took a couple years to convince the LSSA, and once they decided, let's try it, 1981. And the John Curtis Patriots played in the very first game that day on December 12th of 1981 at 11 o'clock, and they beat the Edie White Cardinals 21-17. This is the 38th Prep Classic, and out of the 38 classics, the Patriots have played in 32. The nearest team is at 18.
Wow.
Total dominance. Here's another fun fact. From 1996, and I don't think this record will ever be broken, from 1996 through 2014, the Patriots played in 19 consecutive championship games.
Wow.
Yeah. How's that? That's crazy, huh?
That's scary.
You were part of that.
Wow.
You started that group, 96 through 99.
Wow.
The Patriots, here's a fun fact. The Patriots have won state championships in 1988, my senior year, 30 years ago. 1998, your junior year. 2008. Will the Patriots continue the trend?
Woo.
2018.
Here we go.
Yeah, it could happen. Let's see. Here's another interesting fun fact. Of all the 37 state championship games, here's where they played them. Played them at Ted Gormley Stadium. That was in 1975. We played 2 of them in Tulane, the old Tulane Stadium, Sugar Bowl, 76 and 77. We played one at Joe Yenny Stadium, 1980. Played that one game in Independence Stadium in 2005. And all the rest of them have been in the Superdome. 1979, no, that wasn't part of the Prep Classic in 79 against Dalton Hilliard at Patterson. He was a sophomore that year. From 1981 through 04, and of course Katrina moved the 05 game up to Shreveport, and then from 06 to 14, and then last year 17 and 18, all the other games have been here in the Superdome. I don't know if you knew this or not. I was looking at some stats. The most points that the Patriots have given up in a playoff game. You want to take a stab at it? In the history, any playoff game, the most points given up.
30.
Close. 34. It happened in the semifinals against Evangel.
Yep.
I don't know if you knew that or not.
Yeah, I was thinking of the Evangel game. It had to be because they throw the ball a lot, put up a lot of points.
The previous high was 32 against Terrebonne when Guggenheim was playing back in 92.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we didn't realize when we called the game 2 weeks ago, that's actually the most we've ever given up in a playoff game. However, the most points the Patriots have scored in a playoff game is 64. They did that twice. The first time in 2009 against Mangum, and then when we called the 2012 National Championship year, the opening round against Pope John Paul. And ironically, both of those games were 64-0 scores.
Wow.
Let's see. I did have a friend ask me, hey, what's the most points the Patriots have ever scored in a ball game, whether it be playoff or regular season? And that answer is 67. And that was another game we called in 2013 again at Lusher.
Yeah,
that one.
And Coach does a good job of taking kids out, not being able to inflate the scores. Right. Of course, there's a lot of times we probably could have scored in the 90s, but he would never let
run
that
the clock
happen.
too a lot of times.
Of course.
So those are some interesting Patriot football fun facts. I hope you guys enjoy that and learn a little something about the Big Blue, or in this case, the Big Red.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Wearing the red jerseys.
I'll tell you, one of the best stats that you called right there was us being able to play in consecutive state championships for, was it 19 years straight?
Yeah,
that's unbelievable. That's a fantastic stat, being able to do that. What a tradition here at John Curtis. And Kevin, because of it being your 30th season, let me know about maybe a little something special to you that you lent our quarterback for this game.
So, 30 years ago, the Patriots won state championship number 10, and that was a historic championship because my junior in 87, when we won number 9, we tied Estruma and Tallulah for the most state championships in LHSA history. So, obviously, when we won 10, that was a state record. Of course, every time the Patriots have won a state championship, the record gets extended. And it was after the Evangel game, I got home, and I thought about it a day or two before, but said, no, I'm not going to say anything or ask until after the games. I don't want to jinx us. And, I'm going to mention Mr. Bill in a second. My towel, I had my towel, I found my towel that I wore in that championship game. And so I washed it and freshened it up a little bit, and I reached out to Rodney, actually his dad, and I said, Colin's dad, I said, hey, do you think Colin would be interested in wearing this towel in the state championship game to honor my class, the 30th anniversary? And you know what? Hope it might bring you a little luck. We need some luck. We didn't play as well last year when we should have. And he said, well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you ask him? It might be more special, coming from you. I said, all right. So he gave me his number, and I reached out to Colin and said, hey, listen, I'm not trying to draw any attention to myself or anything, but I got this towel, came across it, and I said, you know what? You have this warrior spirit and mentality. I said, I know where you come from. You got great parents. I said, but you're an old school player. Danny and I love you. Love calling, love watching you play and the way you play. I said, you could have played Danny's era. You could have played my era. I said, would you be interested in wearing this towel to honor the 1988 Patriots? And hopefully it might bring you a little luck. And then, of course, he was, all about it. So I appreciate him for even, accepting my request. And so there's a little bit of a relic from the ghost, from a ghost of Patriots past right now in the game. So hopefully right now Colin's playing well. Hope it, it's helping him, and hope it helps him for one more half. And that'd be kind of cool to have that towel, win state championship number 10 and number 27.
Well, I think that's what's so cool about being a Patriot, Kevin, is guys that played 30, 40 years ago and guys that play now, we can understand a little bit of the same things that we had gone through. You and I both had an opportunity to go to today's
chapel service,
yeah. and we heard from David Loricella, that was a Patriot, and he specifically told the kids, I have been here. I am understanding. The things that I am going to tell you is because that I have been in these shoes. I've walked the floor of the Louisiana Superdome. I've been there before. I know some of the pressures and some of the things that you go through, and it's in remembrance of the ghosts of the Patriots past and the guys that played before you and are playing with you now, to remember your technique and remember the focus and remember the things that you've been coached. And that was pretty much the message, and it was an awesome opportunity to hear from him and to always hear from you and some of the guys that have played before, because we've all been in the same situations, and that's what's so special about being a Patriot and walking in the same shoes, basically.
Yeah, and, we're part of something special, and you can't take it for granted. And I don't want to say the guys in recent years did, but, sometimes, when you win so often, people just think it happens. I mean, look, 19 consecutive years we played in a state championship game, and some of these kids just thought, it's going to be on a schedule no matter what. No, you got to earn your way.
Right.
You got to, like Pastor Laura Sella said, when you're on the levee, you crawling, your fingernails are digging in that mud and stuff, and you get to the top and you come back down, and then you got to do it again and again and again and again. You remember all that stuff. I'm not saying Catholic and other schools don't work hard, because they do, because you can't get here without hard work.
Right.
And there's just a little something about that Patriot mentality, though. We've been doing it like this for a long time. And it's created a friendship and a fraternity that I'm gonna say second to none.
Unbreakable, baby.
And it's it's the life lessons that we've learned through playing football. When Coach Rob took ill a few years ago, all I had to do was make a few phone calls here and there, and next thing you know, it was like I never got to know.
Right.
What do you need? What can I do? Guys are stopping what they're doing, sacrificing time away from their family, monies, what have you, and. We had very successful fundraisers to help him with his medical bills and stuff. And then after, unfortunately he had passed away, we still had a few bills to take care of. And, after we got it all said and done, there was lanyard money in the account, if you will. And we were able to take that money and donate that to the Ashley Rickner Foundation. But without that bond and having that strong fraternity, I don't know if we could have done that and been as successful. And, obviously winning has a lot to do with it. Because, if we did all that for nothing and weren't winning championships, we'd probably
right.
What are we doing? But
yep.
But honestly, when you work that hard and you see the fruits you labor, then it doesn't seem like work anymore.
Right.
And maybe just got away from that in the last few years. But I think this particular group, helping the seniors last year get here, though we didn't win, and we could have, coulda, woulda, shoulda. But hey, credit Catholic, they earned it. They made the plays when they needed to. But sometimes, like in my era, we lost my sophomore year. That was the fuel to our fire to not make sure we had that feeling my junior and senior year in '87, '88. And I think that's what this group has. And why they really want to seal the deal today.
Well, and you could feel a little bit of maturity about this group, You get to understand the character of your football team by some of the things that you go through. And, last week, we're down 14-0 against Evangel like that. And all of a sudden, some people in the stands, I guarantee you, panicking, parents, not wondering what's going on, what's going to happen. You and I, been there, done that before. You understand that we're never out of it. We're going to toss it down to Gordon and see if he's got some more words from Coach JT. And if you're out there listening, we're going to try to bring it to you.
All right, now get in here tight. Listen to me. Hurry up. Get in here.
Finish.
Hurry up. Why are you walking in the back? Get in the middle of it. This game comes back to will and conditioning and mental toughness. That's what it's going to come to. You got to check your inside gut and see what you're built with. Let's go.
If anybody was wondering if the Patriots being up 21-7, if we were just going to tap on the brakes and let this game ride out, that 72-year-old man, he just said that he just had a birthday a couple days ago. No, we're going to coach this game for another 24 minutes.
Still gives me the old goosebumps. I tell you what, there's nobody like him, and that's why he's the second winningest coach in football history. And these kids, you can kind of equate it to like a Coach Saban. You watch Saban, and he's in some of these games where he's blowing somebody out, and he's on the sideline, and you think this guy's about to have a heart attack because he's yelling at somebody or he's up and down somebody so bad. But I heard from Coach JT a long time ago, and he says, the time that I stop coaching somebody is the time that I stop caring about them. You'll never see me do that because I care about my kids. And it doesn't matter if you're in the first quarter or the fourth quarter, or you're blowing somebody out or you're down, he's going to coach your butt off. Because not only are you learning football lessons, but you're learning life lessons. And that's hard to understand. A lot of people to understand in a four-quarter football game, or going through a season, or going through, like I said, running the levee, or going through spring practice and 2 and 3 days and things like that. But we've said this for a long time. If all he's doing is coaching kids how to play football, then he's a failure. there is a lot of life lessons to be learned out here about faith and family and dedication and work ethic and perseverance and understanding what team is. And he's teaching that each and every day, and that's why this program's been successful, and he's the second winningest coach all time.
I want to give a shout out to a friend and coworker of mine, Erin Dumont, listen to us in Mandeville, Louisiana. We appreciate you. She's been a supporter of mine through the years and great friend. And she's listened to us on YouTube while she's doing some housework.
There you go.
Hey, whatever it takes to motivate you to get it done, right?
That's it. We're about to kick it off.
The Patriots will be kicking off as the Bears had deferred the opening kickoff to the second half. Just like in the first quarter, we're going left to right, and I guess they need to be good because we scored all 21 points going in this direction.
Yep.
Austin McCready will kick it deep back for the Bears. Far side halfback will be Parker, near side will be Morgan.
And of course, Austin does that little three-step kick. Sometimes he gets in the end zone, sometimes he doesn't. We always call for him to kick it deep into the end zone. See what happens here.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx it, but I'll say it after the kick.
Number 16, Austin McCready, kicking off.
Here's the opening kickoff for the second half. Morgan going to field at the 6. He's to the 10, 15, near side 20, has a hole, and he's going to be wrapped up around the 26-yard line. So great job there by the coverage team. So 11:53 to go in the quarter. It'll be 1st and 10, Catholic at their own 26. Basically, I was going to say, up until this point, we've had good coverage. I don't want to jinx myself, and the guy scored a touchdown on it, but it's been spotty at times this year. And I would say right now, so far, so good.
Yep. Good job. To win big games, you have to be successful and be efficient at all three phases of the game. So far today, we've done that. And the defense, after being coached a little bit up at halftime, let's come out and have a nice opening drive here, or opening stop, I should say, of the Catholic Bears.
All right, the Bears going right to left, trips to the top of the field. Dartez out of the shotgun, and Morgan, the lone running back. This will be quarterback draw all the way up the middle. The very short gain, and as you can see there, the fullback is trying to push the pile. So I think what Catholic's going to try to do, if a running back or quarterback gets stood up, they're probably being told, get behind him and push the pile forward for a few more yards.
I'll tell you what, Jaden Barfield right there, Kevin, was on the tackle. He's 6'1", 250-pound middle linebacker for the Patriots, and he has had a great senior season. Great thing about him, not only is he 250 pounds, but he can run too.
Gain of 1. Yep, 2nd and 1. Twins to the top, twins at the top of the field, and the bottom of the field, double twin set. You're going to fake the handoff, throws it over the middle of the field. It's going to be incomplete, too high for the receiver. 3rd down and 9.
Great coverage right there, Kevin, by number 5, Caleb Spann. Caleb, Kevin, is only a sophomore, and he's part of 2 guys, Elias Noel and himself, that start defensively for the Patriots as sophomores. Great season so far. We missed him a few weeks ago.
Yep.
And he's obviously feeling much better.
Split near side, trips top of the field. Dartez will stay in the shotgun. He'll take the pass from center. He'll look to his right. He's in trouble. He got it.
Yes, sir. Angelo Anderson, ball's out.
Angelo smoked him from behind. The ball's on the ground, but the lineman jumped on it and saved the day for the Bears. Big number 69 pounced on it. That's going to be Bankston.
And Kevin,
and that'll force the punt.
I've said it all year. You cannot block Angelo one-on-one. If you tell yourself that you're going to do that, he is going to get to your quarterback eventually in the game. Right there, quarterback didn't even see it, came from the backside and just put a mammoth hit on him. Ball squirted out. Great job, defense again.
Spann and Wren will stand around the 40-yard line of the Patriots. Kazanov to punt. He'll take a few steps to his right, hits a low-line drive. Wow, has us all running backwards. Wren's going to pick it up around the 20, and he's going to break one tackle. He's in trouble. And he's going to go down around the 19-yard line.
Tell you what, nice booming punt.
Sure was.
It was kind of a low-line drive, but that sucker just sailed over our head. We weren't ready for that. Nice booming punt right there by the Bears to send us back deep in our territory. We're going to get it, looks at about the 18-yard line, yeah.
Yep, so with 10:21 to go in the third, 1st and 10 Patriots from their own 18-yard line.
But, Kevin, great job by the defense, man.
Absolutely.
I mean, they've been doing it all season long, and especially how huge is it to come off of the half and make a big stop like that.
Yep.
Huge momentum swing for the Patriots to be able to just seal them from getting the ball with any points on the opening drive of the second half.
Ball in the middle of the field. Smith and Goins are the halfbacks. Guggenheim power play to Goins near side. The nose guard stopped him for a yard loss. He whipped the center and just grabbed Goins and dropped him right there.
Yeah, we did not secure it up front. on the offensive line, and they did a good job of just squirting right through that gap and being right there for the tackle.
That's only the second tackle for loss against the Patriots. Unfortunately, both of them were only 1 yard losses. Second down 11 from the 17. Guggenheim on the center. Will come to the right. He'll keep it. He's to the 20, fighting hard. He's to the 25 and more.
There you go.
And he's drugged down, I think, maybe a half yard shy of the stick. Let's see what he spotted.
I tell you what, another great thing that Colin does, Kevin, inside with all of that pressure and all that fight, he keeps 2 hands on the ball. And obviously as a Curtis quarterback, you really want to keep 2 hands on him at all times because there's an opportunity to pitch.
Right.
But even when he ducks back inside, he does a great job of securing the football. Last week on the opening drive for us, got a little sloppy. The ball came out at the end because of a great hit. But Colin does a great job of securing it inside with all that traffic.
2 tight ends split to the right. Quarterback sneak go to left guard. Colin busts it loose. And I tell you what, the linebacker drug him down at the 35-yard line. Danny, if he don't make the tackle, he runs for a touchdown.
Yeah, I think that's the safety. And Colin just basically ran him over and to finish that run. But he squirted out. And like you said, if that safety doesn't make that tackle, he basically laid him down. But if he doesn't make it, he goes for a long run.
1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Come near side. Colin keeps it. He's to the 40. Fighting hard to the 44-yard line.
Keeps on the play. Tackle made by number 10, Hayden.
Nice job there by Guggenheim. And we talked to him before the game in the conversation. I said, look, I know you can check it off, but if quarterback sneak's there, and I said, I've never seen where quarterback sneak has been there throughout the course of the game in the middle of the field. Just crazy.
Yeah, this season.
Yeah, this year's been an odd year for that. Guggenheim hands it off to Wren to the left. Only needed one was a flag top of the field. Let's see what that's about.
Yeah, not quite sure up there at the top. Flag at about the 38-yard line. And tell you what,
I didn't see a legal formation. Do we see the guys on the line of scrimmage?
Offensive and defensive lines are continuing to battle up front. Not sure of the call here.
Let's see. No flag.
They're going to wave it off. Wave it off. No penalty.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 1.
Second and 1 at 44.
So it's a no gain. 2nd down 1. And
Correction, 3rd down.
Third down.
1. Hold up. I'm listening to the guy on the screen. But P now. So it's 3rd down 1, but literally half a yard actually. We'll go with 2 tight ends, split near side. Quarterback keeper's there if he wants it. Let's see what happens. We'll come to the right. Smith gets it, has the 1st down. He got it to the 46.
And, of course, Catholics thought they stuffed him, but it wasn't even close. All he needed was a half of a yard, and he got about 1. So a great job right there, getting the nitty-gritty when you need to, and fighting forward for a nice solid yard and picking up a 1st down, Kevin. And, look, the second half is going to be that way for us. Get down there. It's going to be a dogfight. Big guys, get in there and do some pushing. Get 1st downs and run that clock.
Crum and Smith are the halfbacks, ball in the near hash mark. Goose goes to the left, and he's going to keep it. He ducks it tight. He's to the 50, fighting hard to the 46-yard line of Catholic. Make it the 47.
Great job.
Danny, for our new listeners today who may not have followed us all year long, talk about what Googs just did there. I mean, his tight duck step, and explain what that is.
Yeah, I mean, at Curtis, a lot of times you'll see like a midline option, or some colleges, they're on that option, and they kind of step away from the line of scrimmage. We teach our guys to go into the line of scrimmage. It makes our reads a little bit easier, and of course, when he pulls the ball, if he follows that, he's got a nice duck step where he can swing that step around and get him going upfield, and he really does a great job of running it the right way. 2nd
and 3 from the 37. Up, broken play. Guggenheim has to keep it, and tell you what, he's going to get the 1st down all by himself to the 42. It looked like a counter option. The running back ran the wrong way, and he just said, you know what? He came back near side and just took on the defensive lineman and just pushed him forward.
I'm telling you, man, he's just so strong and physical for a young kid. You said it, Kevin. It was just, I think 2 of our offensive linemen pulled on that play, and they ran into each other. So obviously a miscommunication in the huddle or on the line of scrimmage for these guys to not know where they're going. And Colin did a good job at just not making it worse.
You ever call a play to one side of the huddle and call the opposite play to the other side and have the guys do that?
Yeah, maybe so.
1st and 10 from the 42. Guggenheim hands it off to Smith over the center. He crosses the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Did a good job of staying patient on the run, and then kind of ran into a wall, wasn't sure where to go, and the Bears did a good job of bringing him down after a nice positive gain right there for the Patriots. But what I'm loving on this drive right now, Kevin, is we're getting small chunks, but we're continuing to sustain the drive. We're picking up first downs. The clock's continuing to run. It's 6:25 and counting here in the third quarter after we came from the opening stop.
It's over 4 minutes.
Yeah, and we're just sustaining a nice drive here, taking some valuable time off the clock to keep them off the field.
Yep, ball at the 39-yard line, 2nd down 7. Guggenheim counter option, top of the field. Going to keep it himself. He's to the 35-30 and tackle at the 29-yard line. It'll be enough for the first down. Gain of 10.
Great job right there by Colin running the offense. I tell you, I was thinking to myself, pitch it, but he did a good job of not pitching it because he had 2 defenders that were kind of playing right in the middle there. And I think if he pitches it, they might be able to come off, or maybe it's a bad pitch, something silly. So the way that this drive's going and the way that this game's going, just do what you've been doing.
Since last year's loss, Colin has watched last year's state championship game tape every week. And he told me during the week, he says, if we can get the backside linebacker, if we can get that arc block, we've got it made.
If we can cut him off,
we're making it happen today. 1st and 10, 5:42 to go. Hands it off to Smith. Smith's trying to bounce it near side. He's at 25. And going to be run out of bounds around the 20.
There you go. Nice job. Good job of finishing the run on the sidelines as well. And he's very, very close to the first down. Kevin looks like he's about a yard shy. But a great job of Smith. Smith is actually our lone senior running back. Well, actually, it's Smith
and Mackay.
Mackay Smith.
Yeah,
and August Barry.
Barry, yeah.
Barry, number 21. He's been able to come in. Yep.
Yeah.
But there are a couple of our senior running backs, and we got some younger guys that have contributed all season long. And
speaking of, Barry's in the game. He's a left halfback. Crum the near side. Twins to the left. Ball in the near hash mark. We'll come near side. Crum gets it. He got the first down and more, and they're going to tackle him at the 17.
Yeah.
1st and 10 Patriots.
I'm telling you, Kevin, if it's any down and it's within 1 or 2 yards, just give it to Chauncey. He's going to hit it with a full head of steam and get the first down for you.
Drive to date. Start at the 18-yard line at the 10:21 mark. That's the 12th play, over 5 minutes.
Yep.
That's got to look at the Bear defense. Hands on hips. They're sucking wind.
5-10 and counting here in the third quarter. Patriots on top, 21-7.
Crum and Smith are the halfbacks. Ball still in the near hash mark. Patriots going left to right. Crum gets the handoff to the left side. He's fighting hard to the 11. Lyman pushes him to the 10. He's going to be just shy of the first down.
Kevin, you got to give it to these big guys up front, as well as the running backs blocking for themselves, doing a good job. Perimeter, the receivers doing a good job of stalk blocking on the outside, not allowing these guys to fall back in and make some silly tackles or come rake at the ball. Just a great offensive effort here so far into this third quarter for the Patriots.
Yep, Yogi's Bears, Bolds, Drake, Delfres, Guidry, and Pizzolatto pushing away. 2 tight ends. Twins near side. We go to the left. That's Crum fighting hard, and he should have the first down at the 7-yard line.
Number 4,
Needed 3, got it.
No, yep, they're waving the sticks. That's going to be another first down for the Patriots.
Be 1st and goal. Patriots from the Bear 7 with 4:18 to go in the third.
No huddle here.
Yep. Crum and Smith are the halfbacks. Ball right in the middle of the field. Guggenheim keeps it himself off the right side, and he's going to fight hard for a yard to the 6.
Great
4
job.
minutes ago in the third.
This drive just continues to go on and on and on. And, of course, like we said, as long as it finishes with a touchdown, that's fine. Number 90, Zachariah Blake, checks into the ball game as the second tight end, continuing to run receivers on and off the field.
From the left side halfback, Smith the near side. 2 tight ends split near side to the right. They'll keep the ball in the middle of the field. Guggenheim comes to the right. He's going to keep it. He's going to duck it. He's inside the 5 to the 4. There's a big rugby scrum, and they're going to mark it at the 4-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and goal. Gain of 2. 3:19 and counting.
Running tough, and I tell you what, there's definitely some hitting down on the field. He got hit once, and then he went a little bit further, got hit a second time, and then got hit 3, 4, 5 times, and they're playing tough down there.
Let me ask you this. Ball almost the middle of the field. Do we do counter option here? Or get something to the outside? get the 6, or just settle in the middle and get a field goal out of it?
I'll tell you what, depends on personnel right here. But, you know, like you said, get it to the outside. Corey Wren's done a great job with speed this year. You know, we haven't seen that little flip.
There we go.
Outside might have something.
Go to the right. Crum has it. Crum
Unbalanced, easy. Nice job.
Unbalanced line to the left, and Crum walks in from 4 yards on the left side, extends the lead 27-7 with 2:44 to go in the third.
Yeah, baby. Patriot power right there. Going in there, like we said, Kevin, we almost didn't see it, but it looked like we lined up unbalanced to the top of the field. A great call right there, and obviously Catholic was misaligned, couldn't see it. And but I tell you what, great job by the Patriots going in there and finishing that drive by taking all that time off the clock. They got 2:44 left here in the third quarter. Patriots on top 27-7, awaiting the extra point.
McCready to attempt the PAT. Place kick is good. So with 2:44 to go in the third, it's the Patriots 28, the Bears 7. This is John Curtis Football on WGSO 990 AM and JohnCurtisPatriots.com. Back in a moment. For you guys on JohnCurtisPatriots.com, just stick with us.
Kevin, for that scoring job, I want to say thank you to Kel Kopecki, proud Patriot alum, the broker owner at Exit Realty NOLA Premier. They're a full-service brokerage firm, residential, commercial, and leasing. They have cutting-edge tech to help buyers and sellers. They offer retirement and beneficiary benefits for all their agents. So go check them out at 2200 Veterans Boulevard in Suite 206 in Kenner. Give them a call, 298-3948. Tell them the broadcast team sent you. 298-3948. Kel Kopecki, Exit Realty, NOLA Premier.
Danny, the Patriots stop the Bears on their opening drive of the second half. Their only possession, they go 82 yards on 17 plays, 7:23 off the clock. Chauncey Crum with a 4-yard touchdown, McCready's PAT. Just like Coach JT7 to come out here. A will of attrition,
Yep.
mental toughness. We proved it right there in that drive.
That's it. Hey, and sometimes that's what it takes, Kevin. Who wants it more? Who has put in the work, and who wants it more? A power and a game of wills coming here down late into the third, and, of course, coming into the fourth quarter. 2:44 left here in the third. Great job. Up 28-7. Patriots on top. Whew. And these are always fun to call. Patriots are on top. And it's been a good one. No place we'd rather be on a Saturday afternoon in the Mercedes-Benz Superdome once again in December. It might be rainy outside, but it's nice and cool and dry in here. Patriots are going to line back up for the kickoff.
McCready will kick it off. Parker and Morgan are deep for the Bears.
Number 16, Dustin McCready, set to kick off for Curtis.
And McCready kicks it sky high. Near side. Morgan fields it at the 10-yard line. 15. He's at the 20. Has a little hole. 25. And dropped at the 30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Bears. We want to welcome you guys back from WGSO 990 AM and CrestCitySports.com. Of course, we want to thank our great friend Ken Trahan for allowing us to promote Fighting Patriot football. And again, if you are a prep fan, Friday night you got to check out Ken Trahan's original prep football report. Outstanding coverage and statewide scores. So if you have relatives around the state, you can easily get the score.
Man, he's been the best in the business for a heck of a long time. We appreciate the opportunity to be back up here again in the booth, calling the John Curtis Patriots game. And it's been good so far, Kevin. 28-7, Patriots on top. I think that's the biggest thing, Kevin. We have not really had to throw the ball tonight, even though we've thrown the ball pretty efficiently throughout the season this year, because we have a very capable quarterback, some really good skill guys, and the offensive line has done a great job. Today, we've pretty much just pounded right at them. And, of course, we've called some pass plays, and he's tucked it down, run, and kind of ran it right at him. And, of course, we had a throw down here deep in their territory, and unfortunately it was an interception. But on that last drive, it was kind of just a drive of, like you said, our will. Just battling up front, running it right at him, 2, 3, 4, 6-yard gains, going to it, moving the sticks, sustaining the drive, keeping the clock running. And, down 3 scores, Kevin. They only have 2:39 left here in the third, and, of course, the fourth quarter left. So, of course, the Bears, it's not really time to press yet, but they got to get something going offensively here on this drive.
Yep, 2:39 to go. 1st and 10 Bears at their own 30. The Bears going right to left. 3 receivers to the top of the field, 1 near side. They'll stay in the shotgun. D'Artes barking out the signals. He'll hand the ball off to Parker. He'll go right up the middle for a gain of 2 to the 32. 2nd down 8. Just glancing over some halftime stats here. This is after 2 quarters. You know, the Patriots had ran the ball for 235 yards to 76. I'll tell you what, our defense has been salty all year. And I'm not surprised. Jesuit and Rummel, the first game against Jesuit and the Rummel game, had negative yards, and then against us backups in the last drive, got enough yards where they got plus 11 and 33 yards.
Yeah, very salty group up front for us this year.
D'Artes, quarterback keeper all the way, goes to the right side, crosses the 35 to the 37-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and very manageable here for the Bears with 1:55 and counting. We're in the 3rd period. The Patriots lead the Bears 28-7.
And really the seniors for us up front, Kevin, are Joshua Valentine, who, like I said, if I was a coach out there, and Barfield, same thing. If I was a coach out there and I wanted the guy to be able to get after the passer or play linebacker on the next level, I'd love these guys because they could rush, they could get physical, and the biggest thing is they can run.
Twins near side, split top of the field. Now let's send the receiver in motion all the way up. They fake the quick zip, quarterback keeper all the way, and they'll have the 1st down at the 45-yard line.
I don't really think he got touched, Kevin. I kind of think he tripped over himself a little bit. He kind of shot out of the gun right there. Nice positive gain, good 1st down run right there by the QB. And they're, of course, going to get back and try to snap it quick.
Yep, same formation. This time they hand it off to the running back Parker up the middle, and he's going to get it to the Patriot 49-yard line. So they're starting to see a little bit of a hole up the middle. I know Big E's 305 pounds, but he can only take up so much space. And they do have, to your point early in the game, probably the best offensive line we've seen since Jesuit. I wish they had the measurables in the program we have here, but there's some big cats up front.
Yeah, junior Joseph Kreger, he checks into the ball game with the defensive front.
Looks like Outlaw checks in at the halfback to the left of D'Artes. D'Artes throws it to Morgan near side, little swing pass. He's to the 45, got hit, spun around, and he's fighting hard to around the 42-yard line before he's wrestled out of bounds. And that should be enough for a Bear 1st down. 39 seconds to go in the 3rd period.
And I like what they're doing, trying to get it out of the quarterback's hands really quickly. Like we said before, in the first half, they're a very good screen team.
Split near side, Twins top of the field. Ball is on the near hash mark. Clock is now running. D'Artes takes the pass on center, looks to his right, throws a pass. It's going to be intercepted.
Oh, he got it. Donald. He's gone, baby.
Good job.
He's going.
Number 9, Donald Clay for the touchdown.
Pick 6 for the senior. He's going to SMU. The Patriots now extend the lead 34-7 with 17 seconds to go in the 3rd. He just undercut it.
Oh, baby, great job.
Let's see if we get the exact yard line when we hit the replay here in the monitor.
Great job
in the booth.
For the senior. Couldn't be happier for him. Great job right there. Kevin, I tell you what, D'Artes, I know he's got a pretty good arm, but some of his passes look like they hang up there forever. And Donald Clay from his nickel position at the top of the field just undercut it, saw the call, and like I said, the ball just kind of hung up there. And then he did a good job of just using his hands, getting the pick, and then using his speed all the way to the end zone. Number 9, senior, for the touchdown.
61-yard pick 6. He caught it at 39 and took it untouched down the left side. McCready to kick the PAT. Snap, it's high. Fires the call. Guggenheim's going to keep it. He's going to run to the corner. Got it!
Yes, sir. Just like you draw it up, right?
Too high of a snap. Couldn't get it down in time. Would have been blocked. So Guggenheim just took it himself and got the 2 points. The Patriots now lead 36-7 with 17 seconds to go in the 3rd.
That's always nice as a quarterback when you didn't have to go in and score it yourself, but you get it on the 2-point conversion off of a high snap. But a great job. Seeing the replay here, Kevin, in the Superdome. Yeah, that was it. He just tried to throw the flat out to the right side in the corner. Over the last 2 years, we've given him some cushion. But Donald, being on the single side, he knew that he could kind of press the point out to the top of the field, and he undercut it, made a great catch, and finished it out to the end zone. Great job. Oh, man, it's good to see.
What a read, what a catch. You know what? He's a senior.
Yeah, you always love to see that and send these guys out the right way, Kevin. We've had too much, I hate to say heartache, but we just haven't been here and had this opportunity over the last few seasons, like you and I remember, And we want to see these seniors go out on top. And so, kind of some poetic justice right there for the senior in his final game as a Patriot to have a little pick six.
We still got 17 seconds to go in the third and one more quarter to play. But I like what I see from the big blue here.
Yep.
McCready to kick it. Morgan from the 3. 10, 15, 20 near side, and it's to be hit there and dropped at the 21-yard line. So I tell you what, the Patriots cover team has been outstanding today. So the Bears will have it 1st and 10 at their own 21 with 10 seconds to go in the third period.
Yep, defense has got to go back out there and do it again, Kevin. They've done it all year, so we're excited about it. Get back out there and make another big play.
This little personal story. Donald went up to Miss Georgie during the week. He listened to the broadcast. He says, hey, man, I really like the broadcast. I like Mr. Kevin says, he gone. You think you can get him to say it enough? So she tells me that. So, it'd be pretty cool if he gets a pick six on the senior year in the Superdome and go, he gone. So that's why I had to squeeze it in before he scored.
There it is. How about that?
So there you go, Donald. When you go back to listen on the rebroadcast.
He gone.
He gone. That's for you, baby. Trips top of the field. They'll stay in the shotgun. D'Artez throws it to the inside receiver. Dropped immediately at the 26-yard line, but it'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to be the last play of the third quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, it's the John Curtis Christian Patriots 36, the Catholic High Bears 7. This is John Curtis Football on WGSO 990 AM and JohnCurtisPatriots.com. Be back in a moment. For those of you who listen to us on JohnCurtisPatriots.com, stay with us through the commercial break on the radio. Danny will take it from here.
Ooh, I tell you, it has been an exciting football game, and we are excited, man. It's been a heck of a lot of fun all season to be able to call these games for these kids, and tonight's no different. We're on top 36-7. And, of course, I want to say thank you to our sponsors. Prep Fan Sports, your one-stop sports shop. They're conveniently located at 70452 Highway 21 in Covington. Prep Fan Sports offers a wide variety of sporting goods, including famous brands such as Adidas, Under Armour, Easton, Wilson, Louisville Slugger, DeMarini, Rawlings, and much more. Prep Fan Sports can accommodate all of your team uniform and equipment needs or simply your individual player needs. Give them a call, Adam or Jeff, at 985-400-5552 for all your sporting good needs. Go Patriots. Prep Fan Sports, we appreciate your support of the Patriots. Couldn't do it without those guys, Kevin. Each and every year we get more support, more sponsors. It gets a little bit easier with the equipment we have to buy and the things that we do. And, of course, Robbie does a great job up here with us. And, of course, tonight it being a little bit more difficult being simulcast on WGSO, hooking up and doing the right thing. But we got nothing but pros up here with us at the top of the dome.
Of course, we got 12 more minutes to play. No matter what, you guys stay with us. We'll have a post-game recap. We got some stats. We haven't been able to do the post-quarter stats, but when we get the post-game, we'll read the official stats to you. And then recap not only the game, the season, and we'll sign off. But so just let you guys know, y'all hang tight after the game, but we'll have our post-game wrap-up.
Whew, this is some good Division I Class 5A football at its finest. And we have some good football to still be played here in the fourth quarter. John Curtis is on top 36-7 over the Catholic Bears thus far. Fourth quarter is coming here shortly.
The High School Athletic Association and the Louisiana High School Coaches Association thanks the following for their continued support of high school sports in Louisiana.
And both teams showed up in support.
I want to welcome you guys back to listen to us on WGSO 990 AM, CrescentCitySports.com. We're on JohnCurtisPatriots.com via YouTube alongside Danny Wimpron and Kevin Fayard. Happy to have you today. The Patriots are on top 36-7. This is the beginning of the fourth quarter. The Bears are now going left to right. They will have it 2nd down and 4 from their own 27-yard line.
And I tell you what, thank you to all the people that showed up in support here at the Dome as well. Catholic side, the bottom's really full. I got a text saying our side's pretty full over here down side, our side for the Patriots. We can't see you because we're on top. But that's always nice to see when you show up to support the kids.
Yep, they'll stay in the shotgun. Outlaw is the left side halfback. D'Artez will fake the handoff, throw it backside, and almost intercepted again. Ooh. They tried to hit the big fullback up the seam.
And the fullback knew that he had to release through the linebackers. The linebackers did a good job of pushing to him, and he was trying to weed through it before he looked. The quarterback tried to get rid of it early, which I don't blame him. He's got a bunch of red shirts bearing down on him, but that could have been bad. Good defense right there.
Twins at the top of the field, Twins near side. They'll stay in the shotgun. Long snap count here. D'Artez Steps back, looks to his left, fires a pass over the middle, has a guy, in and out of his hands. Tight covers, but I tell you what, just a tad bit lower, he might have completed that. And that's that Achilles heel that burned us on the big play in the first half and in recent years. But I will say this, though. This year, that play hasn't killed us like it has in recent years.
Right. Well, you got Clofer back there, just kind of roaming around, and he's a guy that'll come down and hit you. And I don't
miss him.
If you're a receiver, I tell you what, I don't think you want to be back there when he's kind of playing deep third there.
They got 5 guys to the left. Some of them are linemen. Oh, it's a punt, a little fake punt. I got his 4th down.
Got a return here.
Yep. Fielded by Spann at the 45-yard line. Comes near side, 45-50. And he's going to get to the 44-yard line of the Bears, where we'll take it over 1st and 10 with 11:42 to go in the ball game.
I like seeing Spann back there. He's got some good wiggle back there from a sophomore. I like to see his hands on the ball. He's a very capable athlete and gets us the ball on their side the 50. So another great opportunity, Kevin, for our offense. Look, and let's say this. Historically, the special teams and the defense has always done a great job of giving our offense the ball with great field position. They really have. This year has been no different. Defense stepping up, getting us some, stuffing the quarterback, getting some picks, getting into the quarterback, stripping the ball, doing exactly what they needed to do to be successful, and getting us the ball back with great field position. As an offense, you got to love when you start off on their side of the 50.
Danny, third quarter stats, just rushing yards. The Patriots had 317 to 93. Total yards offense, 326 to 167.
Wow. Awesome. And you know what? A lot of games still to be played. And I tell you what, if I was a Curtis offense, I would still keep the pedal to the metal. I mean, we have not really thrown the ball much at all this game. We've been able to do it effectively throughout the season. I'd still take a shot downtown.
How about this? Guggenheim, 23 rushes, 139 yards, 35 yards net. Wren has 4 carries for 100.
Yep. Pretty dominant thus far offensively.
Those two will be probably Guggenheim will get the MVP if he maintains that. But we got 11:42 to go. We'll talk about that in 11 minutes. Patriots going right to left, 1st and 10 from the Bear 44-yard line. Guggenheim under center. Power play, far side. Wren, can he turn the corner? He does. He's at a 40-35, and he run out of bounds near the 30. They're going to say 32 is where he stepped out.
Man, he could it makes those angles disappear, Kevin. It really does. He's got such great speed to the outside, being able to turn it up and make something happen. I mean, that play, most teams will just string it out to the sideline. It might be a 3 or 4 yard gain, and he turns it into a nice 12-yard first down.
His was awesome. We got 11 starters, right? We lose 1 lineman, 1 running back, and 1 receiver. 8 out of the 11 starters have come back, and we've been pretty potent on offense this year.
Certainly have.
Scary for 2019 opponents. The ball on the top of the field, right hash mark. Guggenheim fakes it, steps back, has a guy wide open. That's going to be Ogeron. Taylor, excuse me, wide open, just too far.
I thought he had it, honestly,
by 2
Kevin.
yards.
I really thought he was going to be able to run underneath that one. It must have been a little further than I thought.
We faked the handoff in the line of scrimmage, and Goog just kind of rode it in as if he's going to run it. Took a step back, and Taylor was wide open. Here's the replay in the booth.
I got to see the replay here. I don't know if he stopped or he slowed down.
Can't tell, but he was wide open for the touchdown.
I almost thought he was going to run right underneath that one. But I tell you what, he reached that. He laid out for it. I like to see that as a receiver. He laid out and just couldn't come up with it. 2nd and 10. Nice play call.
Yep. Guggenheim comes near side. He's going to keep it. He's at a 30. Fights hard to the 28-yard line. Gain of 4.
The great thing, Kevin,
3rd and 6.
Not being able to hit that play is not as big a deal when you're up 36-7. And the good thing is that was one of those things that we really don't need it right now. In a lot of games we've needed them, or that's the big play call you've been waiting for. Right now we've been running the ball right at them, and it's been very effective. So, no, nothing different. But you still want to hit it. Still want to be able to play a little pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Unbalanced line near side. We'll come near side. Guggenheim's going to keep it. And he's going to fight hard to the 24-yard line. Could be about 2 yards shot of the first down, but you got to believe we're going to go for it here. Needed 6, got 4.
Yeah, why not?
10:35 and counting to go in the ball game.
Yep, looks like we're going to go for it, Kevin. JT's got Joel Taylor and sends him in with the play. And it's going to be 4. What are you calling it, 2? 4th and 2, 4th and a yard and a half,
let's
maybe?
go 1.
Yep.
4th and long 1.
But a great job again, Kevin, just sustaining a drive, letting that clock just run and run.
On balance line to the right this time. We'll go backside. He's got the first down to the 20. Got it.
I tell you what, great job of Colin, just understanding the offense, understanding where the alignment, you out-leverage them in the alignment. A lot of times, unbalanced, you catch a team off guard the first time. Well, then the second and third time, they'll out-leverage themselves to the top and to the unbalanced, and they did that. Right there, he had the gap to the left side, and the guard in the center did a great job of just getting up there and making the block and getting a couple of positive yardage for a nice first down. The clock continues to run.
To the website.
The ball is spotted on the 20-yard line right in the middle of the field. 1st and 10 Patriots, 9:45 to go in the ball game. They lead 36-7. Guggenheim power play near side. It's going to be Shane Goins. Should be Smith.
Yep.
Number 7,
A yard to the 19. 2nd down 9.
Yeah, I tell you what, Makai's had a great senior year also, Kevin. He really has. I think there's a few guys this year that have made a huge jump, and Makai, I think, is one of them. From last year to this year, he has got tremendous. He's just had a great senior season, and he's kind of deceptively fast. He's powerful the way he runs the ball. He's got good vision, stays behind his blockers, and just had a really good senior year. Very proud of him.
I want to give a shout out to Mark Lombardo. He's a teammate of mine from the mid-'80s. He also graduated with Coach Tommy Fallbacher and Steve McCready. Appreciate you listening. It's on the North Shore. 9 minutes to go. Guggenheim, counter option, top of the field, is going to keep it. Ducks it. He's to the 15 and close to the 10. They're going to spot him at the 12. And then it's going to be 3rd down and call it 2, but probably a long one.
Yep, no, it's about 2. Good job right there, Colin, just understanding exactly what we're doing, turning the ball over the field. He looks like he's starting to breathe a little bit. I tell you, it's probably the most carries he's had all year.
Well, you know,
he's had a lot of carries tonight.
The game against Jesuit, the first playoff game, he threw for 20 times. That sounds like 20. The Patriots threw for 20 times in a ball game?
I remember we didn't throw for 20 times in a season.
Well, I'll tell you this. 30 years ago, my senior year, I led the team with 20 catches. That'll give you, an idea there. 2 tight ends, split top of the field. We'll go to the top. Pitches it to Chauncey Crum and trying to turn the corner. He's to the 5-yard. Trying to hurdle the guy.
Oh, Chauncey, just run him over like you do.
He got to the 6.
But now, good job. That little elevation there from number 4. Like to see it.
But he got the first down, so it'll be 1st and goal Patriots with 8:08 to go in the ball game.
He just had to put that in the repertoire.
From the 6.
He knew that guy thought he was going to run him over. Little hurdle
Give
job.
a shout out to Jeremy Crenshaw. He's listening to us in Metairie. Appreciate you.
And Williams and Wren check back into the ball game. Zachariah Blake stays in with 2 tights.
So the Patriots hold on, which should be a miracle if Catholic can come back and win. It'll be the Coach JT's 14th undefeated season in his 50 years. Oh. And Catholic called timeout right before we snapped it. That would have been a touchdown. They saw it too.
That's the play I've kind of been waiting for. I wanted to see.
Well, we'll do it again. So it's 7:46 to go in the ball game. Timeout Bears. It's the Patriots 36, the Bears 7.
Kevin, got to give another shout out to one of our sponsors, Anytime Fitness. Go check them out at 5200 Veterans Boulevard right there in Metairie. Give them a call, 504-218-4814. Owners Damon Lepper, class of 97, and Janice Toops Lepper, class of 01. They're offering 24/7 access to over 4,000 clubs worldwide. Health plan discounts, tanning, cardio equipment, strength training, free weights, circuit equipment, personal training, small group classes, TRX training system, and functional training. Mention Patriot Nation during sign-up and receive half off enrollment and 10% off your monthly rate. Of course, that's the Metairie location only. Go check them out, 5200 Veterans Boulevard, Metairie, 218-4814. Our guys look like they've been working out at Anytime Fitness because they're on top 36-7.
I want to give a shout out to a fellow Patriot and a good friend of mine, a receiver, Todd Hughley. He was one of my Patriot big brothers. I was the only freshman receiver back in '85. I had quite a few seniors, and I appreciate him and David Cruz and Troy Blackburn for taking it easy on me. And they could have hazed me, but I was the only dude, only freshman. But you know what also is good about Todd besides being a good guy and a good receiver?
What's that?
He wore number 18.
Oh, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Make me proud.
He kept it warm for you.
We got a good number 18 now.
Yes.
Freshman receiver. He's going to be a heck of a player for us. And I like watching him a lot. That's number 18, Javon Davis.
2 tight ends split near side. They're going to keep the ball in that right hash mark, so field of play is near side. Guggenheim will go to the right, and he's going to follow the running back in the hole, Smith, and he's going to score.
Yes, sir. Whoa. At first, Kevin, I didn't know what we were going to do with the ball. I don't know if he scored or the running back scored. I still couldn't tell you. they kind of held on to it together, Kevin, at the mesh point, going to the top of the field. And I wasn't sure if he kept it or he gave it to the running back or they both fell in there together. But they're talking about it. Great job right there, just holding on to it and getting in for the score. Patriots right now, I'm watching the replay here up on the screen, and he looks like he actually pulled it at the end, and Mekhi Smith kind of just bowled his way to help him get into the end zone. But right now, Kevin, total dominance by the Patriots. They're on top 42-7.
Danny, that was a 9-play drive, went 44 yards in distance, 4:02 off the clock. Here's the PAT. Snap. Plays. Good.
Yep.
So with 7:40 to go in the ball game, it's the Patriots 43, the Bears 7.
Woo, Kevin, for that scoring drive, I want to say thank you to our family's company, River Parish Disposal. Give me a call at the office, 738-7700. Ask for Danny. But for all your commercial garbage needs, we've given it to you for almost 40 years now locally. Give me a call, 738-7700. Like we've said forever, our business stinks, but it's picking up. Ooh, this has been fun, brother. 43-7. Really couldn't be happier about the outcome. I mean, this has been total dominance. And I tell you what, you hate to say it before a game, okay? And we never would because we're not that dumb. But after watching the way that we handled, after being down 14 points last week, 14-0 against Evangel, the way that we came back and really just dominated the rest of the game. We finished up winning that game by how many touchdowns?
56-34.
Yeah, so I mean, and late they scored a few times, but a great job of us just putting it to them. And you kind of had that feeling, if we didn't turn the ball over, if we didn't make sloppy penalties and all this silly stuff, that there was a chance that we could come into today's ball game and really handle business. And we've pretty much done that so far, on top 43-7.
We're going to pause 1 second. Robert needs to do a battery break. Go ahead, buddy. Welcome back to JohnCurtisPatriots.com and WGSO 990 AM, CrestCitySports.com. Patriots lead the Bears 43-7. You know, I felt it, but I didn't want to say it. But I just told people, you know what, we play like you say, playing Patriots football, we win by 14. I kind of felt this, to be honest with you. I really did. And even talking to Googs during the week, he said, Mr. Kevin, we're gonna win by 35 or more. So far, he's right. And look, that's no disrespect to Catholic because they are a good ball club.
Heck yeah.
It's just that this Patriot ball club is just
got a good group this year.
No, we're just good.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah, we're good.
You and I have been around enough to know when, you know, we're not that good or we're really good. This year,
Morgan from the 5, 10,
really
15, and he's going to be wrapped up there by Williams at the 17-yard line. So I will say this, for the last game of the year, our kickoff coverage has been outstanding today.
Sure has. Right there, number Colin Morgan
with the tackle,
slug him down and made a nice tackle right there. But, yeah, it's been a lot of fun, Kevin. And in certain groups, you get that feeling that they're really going to go in and take care of business. That's what we've done so far today.
Well, we're going to lose, 5 starters on defense? 4 or 5 starters on defense. So a good bit of the guys come back. But offense, 8 of the 11 are returning.
4 starters on defense, yep.
So we're going to be pretty salty next year as well. 1st and 10 Bears from their own 17-yard line. They go on left to right. Dartez. Look to his right. Running back wasn't there. Now he throws it to the running back. Morgan puts on a move, and he's going to get it to the 22-yard line. That might be actually a planned play.
Valentine. Yeah.
It kind of looked like a misdirection. Faked me out for a second.
At first, we weren't sure. He turned to the left side and kind of faked it, and the running back ran the swing pass out to the right, and then he flipped his hips, ran around, and threw the flare out to the right side.
2nd down and 5. Dartez rolls to his left, throws it to the flat, complete. And I believe he's just shy of the 1st down.
Yep, going to be real close. And Kevin, Catholic's got to really speed things up here. I know it's
actually no gain.
7 minutes left, but they really got to start speeding things up, trying to push the ball.
Yeah.
You know, of course, you don't want to force yourself into a turnover situation, but you really need to try to start getting the ball down the field. And if you're a defensive guy for the Patriots, lick your chops and go get after them.
Yeah, but 3rd and 4, that's a gain of 1. All that orange over there, blend in with the sign. I thought it was closer than that. Twins to the top of the field, Twins near side. Dartez looks to his left, fires a pass, going to be caught and tackled immediately. Let's see, that's
a good spot right there. 1st down.
Span on a tackle. That's number 82 on the reception.
Yep.
That's going to be Singleton. That's enough for the first down.
Complete to number 82, Solomon Singleton.
At the 28-yard line.
Picking up 5.
Double twins to the top and to the bottom of the field. Dartez takes the pass from center, looks back, pump fakes, throws it deep.
There they
Far
go.
sideline has a guy by a couple steps and in and out of his hands.
Yeah, they had a couple steps. Sure did. Might have got sucked up on that little
Pump fake.
And came up and they had a couple steps and just outthrew him by about a yard. But I think they got to do a little bit more of that, Kevin. Try to push the ball down the field a little bit, and our defensive lineman got to come get after him.
I want to give a shout out to a special Patriot in the second. Trips near side, split top of the field. Dartez takes the pass and center, rolls this way, throws it backside for a screen, has the guy wide open. He's to the 30, 35. That's Morgan, and he gets it to the 41-yard line. That was set up perfectly.
Yep, great job.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to Steven Spooner, or I should say Dr. Steven Spooner. He's a musician, a world accomplished pianist.
Really?
And he's teaching at the University of Kansas in Lawrence. Yeah, graduated the class of 88, the year before me. Thank you for listening, Steven. Appreciate you. Outlaw takes the takes the handoff, and
Clofer said, "I'm here."
Dropped him at the 50. Holy mackerel, that'll be illegal.
Well, we know we haven't talked about him much today, and he said it's time to get mentioned.
That guy, he's getting the concussion protocol on the sideline.
Goodness
he got
gracious.
hammered.
Whoa.
Trips top of the field, no huddle.
He'll come up and hit you.
Pump fake, throw it far side and out of bounds. What a hit by Clofer. Oh, my goodness.
That was nice. That's old school football hit right there. Yep. That was nice. My buddy Rodney Beloso, he wants me to ask the encyclopedia, Kevin Fayard, what's the most points we've scored in a championship game? Do we know that?
Yeah.
You gonna make him think?
I know 45 in 1977 against Jonesboro Hodge, but I want to say the 90 team scored high 40s against Washington Marion.
Okay. Make us check into that, Rodney.
Oh, will. 3rd down and 2 with 5:54 to go. Dartez under pressure, rolling his right.
Get him.
Got hit as he threw, and that affected the pass. This will be 4th down and 2.
Great job. That's Jashawn Williams coming out the backside. He's a junior as well, 6 foot, 195-pound linebacker coming off the backside, and obviously he's another guy that can run, so he'll just step up and fill the void next year. Barfield leaves. We've had a few younger guys this year, and like we've said, that's really been the tail of the tape this year. We've had a lot of depth at a lot of positions. The guys have just stepped in, kept giving us some fresh legs, and
4th and 2. They're going to keep it. Little wildcat here, and they're going to have the first down. He almost stumbles, comes near side 40, and he's be thrown out of bounds at the Patriot 38-yard line. Let's identify that. It is Dartez, the quarterback.
Yep. I almost thought he was going to fall forward. Got tripped up. Did a good job of just getting his head up, keeping his feet underneath him, and getting some more positive yardage for a nice first down carry.
He's line up real quick.
He really had a good game carrying the football tonight, Kevin. He run the ball a lot more than I thought he would.
.530 and counting. 1st and 10 from the Patriot 38-yard line. Dartez pump fakes, throws it far side, has a guy open, but it's too high and out of bounds.
Way out of bounds. But because of the pressure, Kevin, he has to get rid of the ball much faster than he wants to, or a lot quicker than he's used to. And you never want to be a quarterback standing back there in the pocket and getting hit right under the chin. And our guys have done that to him a few times tonight. So he's throwing it a little bit quicker than he wants to. Good job right there by our defensive front staying after him, and our guys, of course, staying deep and protecting the pass.
2nd down 10. 3 receivers to the left, 1 near side. Dartez will hand it off to the running back right at the middle. It's Parker. Yep. And he's going to get hit and tackled at the Patriot 20-yard line.
On the carry. Tackle made at number 44, Jacob Barfield. By gain of 18, first and 10.
All right, here's the deal. I'll come back to it next time out when we get a chance. Dartez pump fakes, looks near side, throws it, has a guy, Roy, wide open along the sideline, and he's slung down to the 16-yard line. Right now, the most points that the Patriots have scored in the state championship game is in still 1977, the 45 points against Jonesboro Hodge. Twice, the Patriots have scored 42, in 1990 against Washington Marion and against Wassman in 93.
So maybe let's get that ball and go kick a field goal.
So this is the second most points scored in a state championship game by the Patriots.
Nice.
Yep. Twins top of the field, split near side. The ball is on the near hash mark at the 17-yard line. 2nd down and 7. D'Artez looks to his left, has a little time. He's in trouble. Now he's rolling to his left, trying to find the guy down the field. Now he fires a pass since we in and out of the hands of the receiver. And great job of the coverage there.
It looked like it was a little holding. Angelo Anderson did a good job escaping it, getting right to it, but he's been on D'Artez's heels all night. And great job right there, making the quarterback feel a little uncomfortable. Got to get out of the pocket and run, and not as comfortable throwing the ball outside. Receiver coming back to it and trying to make a play. But, of course, the clock stops with 4:23 left. Patriots on top, 43-7.
Same formation, Twins to the top of the field, split near side. D'Artez looks back near side, has a guy in the corner and out of the bounds.
Dante Thomas on the coverage.
Tight coverage.
And he threw it out of bounds again.
Great defense. How many shutouts we've had in state title games? We've had a few. Starting off with
well, my senior year we did.
Yeah.
99.
I didn't have any in my year.
16-0 against
2001 beat Baker.
Capital.
Like 21-0, 27-0, something like that.
I'm trying to think if any of my other 3 years we did.
We've had a few. 1983 beat Bell Chase 38-0. Here it is, 4th and 7 with 4:17 to go. D'Artez looks near side. We got him!
Yes, sir!
Sacks back at the 25.
Angelo again.
Put a fork in him. That'll do it.
Great job. Great job. Yeah, you can't block them. You cannot block these guys up front all game long. They're going to get to you, and a great job right there by the big junior outside linebacker / defensive end getting to him and making it happen. And if he wouldn't have got to him, we had some other guys right there too. Just Sean Williams, Big E, all of these guys. What a great year this year. Joshua Valentine, Barfield. Man, great defense. Congratulations to that group. What a great group they've been. Ogeron. Just awesome, awesome year.
1st and 10 Patriots from their own 25, 4:12 to go in the ball game. Guggenheim under center. He'll hand it off right up the middle. Short gain to the 28. Gain of 3.
Whew. Dominating. Dominating. Good job. Good job. Giving some high fives our coaches up here that are checking out and going down to the field. And
2nd down, 7. Yep.
All the hard work that they put in each and every day.
Now all we have to do is just design the ring. 3:40 and counting. Guggenheim. That's his McCready in at quarterback. And he hands off to Shane Goins. He got to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
Here you go, Shane.
Great job by Colin Guggenheim.
Yep. Yeah, you got to hand it to him. You know, look, I've talked to several people around the city and, of course, around the Patriot family and guys that are involved in the program. When you got a great quarterback, Kevin, it makes everything else so much easier. Everything else can fall in place. You can build around them, and you got to give it up for the big offensive linemen, like you mentioned earlier. Without them being able to control the trenches, control the game, you don't have anything. So,
well, when we get the stats during our post game, we'll be able to tell how dominant it's been.
Exactly.
1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Hand off up the middle. And he's going to be a long run here. And that's going to be the running back.
August Berry. Get in there, August.
He's the 10th.
Get in there. Senior. Touchdown. Yeah, baby.
60-yard touchdown by August Berry.
All right.
And the Patriots have scored the most points they've ever scored in a state championship game at 49 with the PAT pending.
How about that? Some more poetic justice. I tell you, August has really done a great job for us all year, coming in at the end of the game. He's another senior that really hadn't played a lot.
Oh, yeah,
and he gets the ball at the end of the game and goes in and scores. Great job.
Hey, how about this? Give credit to Rob Uter. We make this PAT. That'll make it 50, right? Mm-hmm. It's Coach JT's 50th season.
50th season. Come on, baby. Do it.
August Berry, I tell you what, he hadn't played a whole lot this year, but that's like his 4th touchdown on like 8 carries.
He's really done. He's been impressive, and it's been a lot of fun to watch him. And it seems like the team rallies around him. You've always had one of those guys on the team that the guys, we don't get it.
Oh, we don't get it.
Bad snap.
Bad snap again. We're going to get tackled at the 9-yard line.
Oh, Robbie jinxed us.
Oh. That's all right. Hey.
Yep.
So with 2:58 to go in the ball game,
I think
it's the Patriots 49, the Bears 7.
I think Coach will be okay with that, huh? 49-7. But I tell you what, just a base play, Kevin, right over the middle, some great blocking up front, and August Berry really showed some great speed down the field to finish the run and get it in. You got to be proud of a senior that can go in there and just get a carry and go score his senior year. It's just a great feeling for those guys to go in and finish it off the right way. And we still got 2:58 left here in the ball game. Patriots on top 49-7.
Barry with the 60-yard touchdown run, 3 plays, 75 yards with 1:46 off the clock.
And that's with a backup quarterback in, some backup running backs, and I'm sure they probably maybe alternated some receivers and some offensive line in there. But a great job of just getting the job done right there for the Patriots and sealing the deal, doing what we need to do to be successful. And I see Jackson and Adele on the screen and Maddie. They're on the field, and Curtis's, and they're able to have some fun and understand this. And
45 was the previous high, 77 against Jonesboro High.
So I tell you, there you go, Jackson. He came in here yesterday, and he was in awe of being in the lights and the suit.
Yeah, look at him.
And Adele, and I tell you what, good for them. They'll remember this forever.
All right, McCready to kick it deep for the Bears. Near side will be Parker. Far side will be Morgan.
And Adele's brother, Bo Curtis, he asked me to give him a shout-out. So that's my shout-out for Bo Curtis, doing a great job all year, giving him water and being a good manager.
In the end zone, so no...
there you go. Kick in the end zone.
Yep.
Like it.
So, yeah, this is Coach's 50th season. We're 49. God, if we had a good snap. I want to get that 1 point 50 to make 50 for 50. But, hey, you know what?
That would have been great.
That's still good enough.
No, man. It's been
How about this? His 50th season, his 27th state championship.
Yeah. Wow, how cool. Look at Rodney on the field.
Cougs will be the MVP.
Almost gets me emotional. That's awesome.
How can it not be?
And Rodney was a great running back for us. Went on to play fullback at Iowa State. And
well, I kept the 22 jersey warm for him.
Of course,
and
been able
he
to
did a lot of good things with it.
You know, enjoy this with his son.
Twins near side, split top of the field. Dartez hands it off to Morgan right up the middle, trying to bounce it to the left. And he'll stay in the middle, and he'll get it to the 22-yard line, a gain of 2. Second down 8, 2:49 and counting. Of course, you guys will stay with us on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. We'll have our post-game recap. When we get the official stats, we'll read it, and we'll show how dominant it was.
Yeah, great job. And you got some of these younger guys that are able to rotate onto the field, some senior defensive guys that are able to check in, get some playing time.
Throws it far side, complete.
Good job of
to Roy.
Chesting him up and making a nice tackle out there on the outside. Some of these younger kids. It's Brendan Wilcox, I think, out there.
He made the tackle on the opening, not the opening kickoff, but after we scored on the opening drive, he made that tackle.
Yep.
He had knee surgery, missed all of last year, so it's good to see him be able to participate the senior year. 2:02 and counting. 3rd and 4. Dartez fakes it, looks to his left, fires a pass far side, going to be caught and out of bounds. No, they said he's out of bounds. Incomplete. He caught the ball, but he said he landed in bounds.
Clock stops at 1:49. Patriots
landed
on
out of
top.
bounds.
49-7. We'll say thank you again for giving us the opportunity to call the game. WGSO 990 and JohnCurtisPatriots.com. Kevin and I's 8th year calling the games together, and this all started when a company came to us 8 years ago and said, you know, we want to start broadcasting high school football games. 20 of the top programs in the country. We met in Mr. Curtis's office, and they said, let's try it. And so far, it's worked out. 8 seasons in.
Bears punted. We had nobody back. We played punt safe. Nice kick. Lands at the 31-yard line. Going to get a Bear roll down to. Why don't we have a guy walking over the ball? I don't understand that. At the 19-yard line.
Not sure who that is.
I don't know, but that was ill-advised.
Yep.
Nonetheless, the Patriots will take it over 1:36 to go in the ball game. And we can probably just kneel it here.
I'm sure we will. Good job. We got some younger offensive linemen in there. We're rotating some different receivers in the game. Looks like that's number 84, Blake Troxillo. He's a senior receiver. Is his dad old Coach Mike, he used to coach me at the playground at Little Farm, so good to see him in the game.
Young quarterback in there, and we'll come near side. Quarterback keeper. You remember that? You were a young guy and got to play.
I'll tell you what, well, I could tell you this. It was a funny story. I think I was an 8th grader, and I came in here. We played Gulfport the first game of the season. And I get here at the end of the game, and I get under center, and I'm barking out the signals. Have no idea. About to say hut, burn. Clock runs out. I don't even get the playoff. No awareness from the 8th grader.
Hey, but you know what? You did all right.
It was fun.
103 and counting. Second down and 9. We'll go to the right. Quarterback is going to keep it. Far forward for 1 more yard. It'll be 3rd down and 8. Under a minute to go.
Yep. Bears are continuing to fight down there, playing tough. And you look, and kudos to them. Great season for them. They've played tough all year long. They just faced a Patriots team that was better today, but these guys have continued to play hard and continued to work, and what a great season they've had. So you got to hand it to them. Catholic Bears, 2018, they did not go down without a fight.
3rd and 8, 25 seconds ago. This should do it. We'll just hand it off right up the middle. And that's it. We don't have to run another play. The John Curtis Christian Patriots had defeated the Catholic High Bears 49-7 and have won the school's 27th football state championship. And Coach JT's 50th season as coach of the Patriots.
I tell you what, never gets old. And it's just all the hard work, Kevin, pays off, man. You love when kids understand that you can go out and work your butt off for a good cause, and it pays off. And it's nice to see these kids go out there and have fun as Catholic lines up to shake hands. But man, it's just awesome opportunity for these guys, especially these seniors, to go out on such a high note. It's good to be back up here. It's good to be back here in the Dome, and it's so nice to send these guys out as winners with another state championship ring being placed on their finger. And for number 27, we had the opportunity to play for, basically, we're going to call him the best ever, Coach J.T. Curtis, and he is the 2nd winningest football coach of all time, and maybe eventually the best. So stay tuned in the next few years, because that's probably going to happen, God willing, and health, if it cooperates, and we think it will. But it's just a great opportunity to be back here again and be able to finish this one off strong and do the job. So we appreciate that, and it's been a great opportunity. And of course, we couldn't do it without all of our sponsors. So we want to say thank you to our premier post-game sponsor. That's National Temperature Control, family-owned and operated with over 40 years of experience in keeping people comfortable all over the greater New Orleans area. Frank Masco Jr. and Frank III are fully licensed and insured. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment. Some of the services are annual cleanings, preventative maintenance agreements, monthly filter changes, indoor air quality, UV lights, ceiling and installing ductwork, air grills, bathroom and kitchen ventilation, and even provide 24-hour service. So give them a call. Wake them up, 467-0440. Visit the website at ntcnola.com. 467-0440. That's National Temperature Control. We appreciate your support of the Patriots.
Patriots got the opening kickoff and went on an 11-play, 81-yard drive, taking 4:13 off the clock. Mekhi Smith had a 20-yard touchdown run around the right corner. McCready's PET made it 7-0. After the Bears got the ball in the ensuing drive on the second play of their scrimmage, Thomas picked it off for the Patriots and ran it back 15 yards to the 14-yard line to set up a 2-play drive that took 40 seconds off the clock. 40 seconds off the clock. Corey Wren had a 10-yard touchdown around the right corner. McCready's PET put the Patriots up 14-0. But the Bears got right back on the board on a nice long drive. Parker had a 1-yard touchdown run. Kazanov made the PET, and with 1:40 to go in the first, the Patriots led 14-7. And Danny, from that point forward, it was all Patriots. On the ensuing drive, Corey Wren took it around the left side for 80 yards to put the Patriots up 20-0. McCready's PET made it 21-7, and that's how the first quarter and also how the half ended. Both teams just traded possessions in the second quarter, and the Patriots led at halftime. Then after a 3-and-out to start the second half, the Patriots got the ball at their own 18-yard line and went on a 17-play, 82-yard drive, taking 7 minutes and 23 seconds off the clock, capped off by Crumb's 4-yard touchdown run. McCready's PET put the Patriots up 28-7. And then with 17 seconds to go in the third, Donald Clay undercut a pass and took it to the house from 61 yards. There was a high snap. Guggenheim just took the ball around the right corner for the two-point conversion, and after 3 quarters of play, the Patriots led it 36-7, and then they would score 2 more times. Guggenheim had a 6-yard touchdown run that capped off a 9-play, 44-yard drive that took 4:02 off the clock. McCready's PT made it 43-7, and then Little U senior August Berry, when we were just trying to run the clock out, took it to the house 60 yards out. We missed the snap, and it made them score 49-7. That capped off a 3-play, 75-yard drive, 1:46 off the clock, and that's how the game ended. The John Curtis Christian Patriots 49, the Catholic Bears 7. So you guys hang tight with us. We're going to have a trophy presentation, and the MVP's got to go to Guggenheim.
Oh, it's got to. Great feeling, brother. I tell you what, so darn proud of these kids.
Yeah.
To not accept failure and to get out there and say, you know what, we're going to leave our own legacy on the field. We want to go out as winners and as champions, and they did just that. Great job of this team, the 2018 Patriots, finishing it out on top, state champions. And of course, they're talking about the Catholic Bears finishing as runner-up.
Yeah, their MVP is going to be Dartez, and yeah, he played a great game. He'll accept the he's accepting the runner-up trophy. But I got to give him their outstanding player.
Oh, no doubt about it. And to give you his measurables, he's Cameron Dartez. He's a senior, 6'1", 180 pounds. And, of course, their coach, Gabe Fertitta. They've done a great job with these kids in this senior class. And, of course, they're still very proud of what they've accomplished in the 2018 season. Got to hand it to these guys. A great team. It was a great game, but tonight just goes to the Patriots. They were better.
Yeah. It's their chemistry. This is a special club, and we've been around the program long enough. Being on championship teams, we know what it's like, and they have it. They had that it factor.
Sure did. Sure did. Nice to see, man. These guys just taking care of business and doing it each and every week. And, you know, it doesn't come without hard work. There's a lot of things that lead up to games like this. A lot of hard work and preparation and film study, and, of course, doing what you have to do in the classroom to be able to play here on Fridays and Saturdays. And you know what, Kevin, a lot of maturity. I mean, we've had games on Thursday, Friday, Saturday this year, some short preparation weeks, but we've come through, and, of course, an undefeated season. Just an awesome, awesome effort.
Is the Outstanding Player Award for Catholic High School.
Here's the outstanding award. Real quick. So now Coach JT is 5'82", 64 and 6.
Outstanding player for Catholic High, number 36.
No, 36. That's a safety. You know what?
Yeah.
He had a lot of tackles.
Sure did. That's Jude Tullier.
He had the interception at the 2 down here before half, and he made some good hits. So, yeah, I can see that. I was thinking Dartez, not thinking on the defensive side, but
No, excuse me, that's wrong. I'm
was
talking about one of our younger guys. Number 36 is strong safety Bo Backus.
yeah,
He's a junior, 5'10", 175 pounds.
Good
job by him.
Gotta be Guggenheim.
John Curtis Christian High School.
Gotta be Googs.
Selected by the working media of the Prep Classic. Outstanding player for the Patriots, number 14.
Yes. Kyle Guggenheim is the outstanding player for the Patriots. You know, Danny, he won that in a losing effort last year.
Yep, sure did.
Duke Riley won it twice. You know, if he makes it back to the state championship game next year, he could be the only Patriot to win 3 MVPs in a state game.
Yep, that'd be fantastic. But a great player, and more importantly, Kevin, he's a great leader and he's a great young man. You know, not only do you want a good player leading your team, but you want a good person and a good young man. And he's definitely that.
Division I state football championship trophy. John Curtis Christian High School. Head coach Jason Curtis.
And the Patriots will accept the championship trophy
Great job.
for the 27th time. I tell you what, the winning does not get old.
Nice to see all those seniors, Kevin, huddled
Yep.
around that trophy and understanding what it means. And seeing those guys go out. And, of course, Levon Williams is right in the middle, a senior that was unable to play, but he's definitely still part of a team. And all these guys, Patriots for life now. They're going to go on after their senior year and hopefully do bigger and better things. But this is just part of that stage of growing and understanding and learning some valuable life lessons. And to see them all around that trophy once again, man, I couldn't not be happier for them. It was just an awesome, Awesome deal. So got to hand it these coaches, the coaching staff, the faculty, the members of the team, everybody that's involved, the cheerleaders, the band, the dance line, flag team, everybody out there, man. Congratulations. What a season it's been. Finish it off undefeated. Fantastic.
Yeah. 30 years ago, worked out for me, and it worked out for you, 20 and 19 years ago.
Good stat.
Yeah. So
88, 98, 2008, and 2018.
Yep.
All winners.
And the 49 points by the Patriots is the most ever scored in a state championship game by the Patriots.
Yep. Fantastic.
45 was the previous high, and 77 against Jonesboro Hodge.
Great job. This stuff never gets old, man.
No.
And the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, Saturday afternoon, the best of what Louisiana high school football has to offer. You're going to finish it out, of course, listening to Catholic Bears, alma mater, them sing it. And, of course, we're going to line up to hear ours from our band. But it's an awesome, awesome feeling to be champions again. And Mr. Curtis started this a long time ago, Kevin.
Yep.
With just a belief in Jesus Christ and leading young people, in education and trying to move forward and do some positive things. And I don't think he ever imagined, he probably did, that we would be where we are today. And got to hand it to him and, of course, Miss Merle and the rest of the family for building champions for life.
Yep.
And that's what it's all about.
Danny, I don't think we're going to get any stats, so let's go ahead and wrap it up. One more time, run through our sponsors. Give them one last credit. And
no doubt about
we'll
it. We want to say thank you to everybody. Of course, Proud Yogi's Bears, Bill, Walt Sanchez, Moe's Pizza, Plum Street Snowballs, Fabacher Health Direct Primary Care, got Elite Baseball Development, River Parish Disposal, Bob User Productions, National Temperature Control, Yaya's Comfort Food, Prep Fan Sports, Anytime Fitness, Nations Lending, and, of course, Kel Kopecky with Exit Realty NOLA Premier. Thank each and every one of you guys, because without you, we can't buy new equipment, can't bring you the live action each and every week. This is so much fun being able to do this. Keeps Kevin and I and Robbie involved. Gordon Hebert, of course, with the sideline reporting, hearing some of Coach JT's valuable words and lessons down there, and just a great opportunity. So without our sponsors, we couldn't do it. So we want to say thank you so much for your giving to us to make this happen.
I want to thank Ken Trahan for allowing us to simulcast our broadcast on WGSO 990 AM and CrestCitySports.com. We appreciate his patronage and friendship, not only to us, but to the school and to Coach JT. What an awesome season. Coach JT's 50th season wraps up in his 27th state championship. He is now 582, 64, and 6 is his record. And it's been a great year. As Danny said, thank you to all our sponsors. It's been a great year. We look forward to football for so long, and like that, 13 weeks is blink your eye and it's over with. And now we're like, whoa, what do we do? So, thanks to everybody. I want to say thank you for Gordon for his time. Thank you to IMVP, Robbie User, for always hooking us up. We don't know what we're doing with the technical stuff. Thank you, partner, for your professionalism and just being an awesome guy and a great friend. I appreciate you. It's been an awesome year. Unfortunately, we've lost too many people in this past year. So all you guys with the holidays, just love each other. Go to church you can. And Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. So on behalf of Robbie, Gordon, Danny, I'm Kevin Fayard. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And in memory of David Manguno, who passed away a month ago, go Big Blue.
God bless.